Alright everybody, welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Brawl commentary, and this will be the final part of the Super Smash Bros. Brawl commentary. And you might be asking, but Rhino, why aren't we in the Great Maze?
But Rhino,
I gotta
why aren't we in the Great Maze?
Glad you
Why aren't
asked.
we in the Great Maze?
Glad you asked too. Because we gotta keep up with tradition and show off some matches.
Yay!
Yeah.
And we start with
Ew.
Pit.
Yes, I did 4 simple matches. 2 of them are in stages that are in this game, and another 2 are stages that I created via the stage builder back when I was kind of creative. The first one is let me just highlight all these stages because might as well demonstrate. So we have Yoshi, we have Pokemon, we have Animu. And
Yankee King?
Donkey Kang and
Yannick.
Melchior.
Remember
Now we
when
have
Smash
Melee.
Bros. Remember when Smash Bros. Actually separated the stages depending on if it was new stages or old stages?
Yeah, even Melee did that to an extent. Like
Yeah.
they put the
Pepper's
64
Farm
stages on the bottom.
remembers.
Look at all these stages I made. That was a stage I recreated from Ryan's Brawl save file, where he had a stage where it was just those falling platformers you stand on and then they fall. All on top, that's it. And this is the stage I made, the mischievous base. Why did I call it mischievous? Because I was young and dumb.
So you are mischievous, and this is your base.
Yes.
There you go. See,
This-
it all makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I actually briefly showcased this when I was showcasing the stage builder in the first part, where I was like, nah, this stage needs some respect. Thing is, it took a long while for it to get done because of that big ass stage, and nobody dies. Also, remember when Smash Balls came out of crates? Good times.
Wait, they don't come out of crates anymore?
No, they only came out of they only come like in this they only come out of crates, capsules, and other shit in Brawl. They don't come out of crates in like Smash 4 or Ultimate.
Huh. Never noticed that.
Eh,
Yeah,
it's kind of funny.
I never play with items on, so I had no idea.
Oh, you Fox only Final Destination simpleton.
I'm like in the middle. It's like I don't play with items except the Smash Ball because I like seeing the super move because I'm fighting games.
I do like playing with items every once in a while. I mean, it's nice to have that little bit of chaos.
I like to do especially assist trophy mode. Since some of our beloved characters are locked in the assist trophy prison, at least I give them a chance to shine, even though
Yeah,
the pain
yeah,
doesn't
we
go
can see
away.
Shadow.
The pain never goes away.
And I mean, it's cool, like opening assist trophy. Ooh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And then you just like, I want Shadow playable.
Especially brutal in Ultimate when it's like it's the ones that are really active. The Alucards, the Knuckles, and the Crystals, the ones that really almost look like playable characters. If you squint your eyes and hold the controls, you almost feel like, yes, I'm playing as Zero, yeah.
At least with Alucard, I will give them this. They did consider him, but they were like, let's go with the Belmonts instead. So that one, I'm like, that's fine. But like Crystal, Zero, Shadow, Isaac, fuck off. Come on. Yeah. So how many? So this is actually kind of like a question that I'll throw to you. What are your like favorite stages in like Smash history, like as a whole?
I actually don't know because I really just play especially in Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. I usually play Final Destination because I like to see the different backgrounds and different songs and everything, and so I don't really pay attention to the stages. I do like some of them. For example, I like the Mario Galaxy stage from Smash Wii U. I think it looks gorgeous. I like this Green Hill Zone. Green Hill's been done to death, but I do think that's still a cool stage. Wish Winnie Hill was something else.
Yes.
I like Yoshi's Island just because of nostalgia. Actually, in 2 ways of nostalgia. One, because I remember playing Yoshi Island when I was younger, so seeing that stage in Brawl was really cool. And also nostalgia because that was my very first Smash Brothers stage that I played. So
Oh wow.
it's like double nostalgia now for that simple stage.
I don't remember the first Smash stage I ever played, to be honest.
So yeah, I don't really have a favorite Smash Brothers stage. It's like I picked the stage. Oh, I want to do a Donkey Kong theme match. Okay, I'll pick this Donkey Kong stage. Oh, I want to play a Street Fighter theme match. I mean, there's only one Street Fighter stage, but you know what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
Unless I want to do like a theme match, whatever stage is fine. There's ones that I don't like though. like the Bramble Blast one here in
Yeah.
the Donkey Kong in Brawl. I think that's my least favorite.
75 meters.
75 meters. Okay, first things first. That's not even the most iconic Donkey Kong map. Why did you pick that one? Second of all, why would you make the ladders every time you try to jump? You grab the ladder. That's annoying. But
That's weird. I thought you only had to press up on the analog stick to grab a ladder.
If you press jump up with the analog, you will grab the ladder. If you remove that, then it's not an issue. But since I don't remove that, yeah, I bitch.
Wait a minute. You don't remove tap jump?
No, I like that.
Oh, because I removed that because for me it makes it harder to like do up tilts and up airs without like wasting a jump. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I'm just fine with that.
Okay. What about you, Klaus?
Yeah, so I think the first Smash stage I ever played on was Temple and Melee, so that one's my favorite. And then whenever I was playing as a kid, I would always play on Temple the most, and like me and my brother, we would always go to the bottom part of Temple, and we would just duke it out there, and we'd just be bouncing off the ceiling and the walls for hours.
Have you done the Hyrule jump?
Oh, yes, of course I have, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, good old Temple, and I was also really fond of, Brinstar. Yeah, finally, it was playing in the background right now.
Yeah.
I always liked Brinstar, and I also really like Brinstar Depths, even though, yeah, it's a rotating stage, but I'm like, well, Kraid's there, and I thought he looked really cool as a kid.
It's an interesting design, this stage.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, then I always liked Onett, and...
Oh, nice. Okay.
Onett, I don't know how to...
I don't know. Maybe it is actually one Ets because Tucson and then what was the first one?
Tucson 3. Foresight, yeah, Foresight. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, Foresight. I always like going on Foresight. I think before I unlocked Final Destination as a kid in Melee, I would play on Corneria the most because I was like, that's kind of like one of the more flat stages. Kinda, but yeah, okay. And then whenever it comes to like Brawl, I like Newport City, of course. And there's Poke Floats in Melee.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
chaos!
I wish that stage would come back. Imagine seeing all the Poke Floats now with the new graphics. Like seeing all the
It would
old
be so
favorites
funny.
from Gen 1 and Gen 2 especially. It would be so cool.
Yeah, I miss good old Poke Floats. I miss it. And then like for like the newest Smash games, I don't really know because just like Spring, I would spend most of the time in Battlefield or Final Destination. But I do like Gower Plane and getting checked by Metal Face. That's always fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
And I also like Palutena's Temple.
Oh, that stage is kind of a mess, but it's a fun mess.
I do like that stage,
yeah.
actually. If there's a stage that is a mess, it's the Great Give Offensive. I don't like
Yeah,
that
that
stage.
one I just don't touch. It's not that fun.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Those are my favorites, I guess.
Yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, I'd say Final Destination. And actually, I think my favorite iteration, visually, of Final Destination is actually Smash 4's. I do like Smash Ultimates, and Brawls is iconic for me. But I think Smash 4's, it just looks the coolest. I think Ultimates looks cool as well, but no, Smash 4 I think just looks the best. In terms of theme, yeah, Brawls. That's the best song. That's my favorite song in Smash, actually. Final Destination and Brawl. I love that song so much.
It's interesting how the Final Destination Smash 4 perfectly reflects Smash 4 itself. It's like red and blue, like 3DS and Wii U. Get it? As for me, I think one of my favorite stages in Smash, it might actually be Congo Jungle from the original game. To be honest, I think it's just a well-designed stage. But as for other stages, I mean,
Wolf, let's go!
Yeah, I gotta show him off. But in terms of other stages that I ended up enjoying, well, I actually really like going the plan score from Final Fantasy VII, because even with its basic layout, like it is fun seeing what happens in the background, and also I like hearing One Winged Angel on that stage.
It's like you said before, the background elements carry all of the ultimate stages.
Yup. But then there's Mementos, which I actually do really like Mementos. I really like its design.
I like if you could change the color depending if you put a song from Persona 5, Persona 4, Persona 3. That's kind of cool.
Yes. I do wonder if we had like another Persona protagonist in the future, how would they handle that?
I don't know. Bring Mementos back and maybe he had some elements from the new Persona game. I don't know.
Maybe. Then we have well, we have Shadow Moses. I like that one.
That's a cool stage. That's a cool stage.
Yeah. And then well, stages that I don't like. Well, Mario Bros. I'm pretty indifferent. 75M is kind of Great Offensive Kick will kiss my ass. I really like Temple.
Great Kick Offensive is really offensive.
Yes,
Yeah.
it offended me on a deep level. But Temple, I'm also very much fond of Temple because it's a big stage, but it's not too big. It's still a nice length. I like it. It's like fun to mess around with. And that's pretty much it, I'd say. In terms of stages that are really appearing on top of my head. There might be some others, but I think these are the ones that I feel strongest about.
Oh, I forgot to mention Miiverse. Absolutely.
Miiverse!
Dicks everywhere. Never forget. Yeah, I mean, you can still play it, but like now it's just a Battlefield Club. That's it.
Yay.
Yeah.
You can play it with the
I'm
Mario
sorry.
Maker song on, or the Nintendo
Mario
Land
Paint
song,
song.
or the
Yeah.
Nintendo Land song. Oh, remember the Landmasters when that was a thing?
We're gonna have fun with this thing.
Personally, I prefer the air.
Someone's a Landmaster.
Hands off my bread. Yeah, for good times. But yeah, it's interesting like playing. But this stage in particular, Electroplankton, I always found it funny that like, I think people generally didn't like this stage, from what I understand. So they didn't bring back in Smash 4, but then in Ultimate, it's like, okay, let's bring it back.
and then people discover the wonders of green screen.
Yes, especially on the Battlefield version or the Final Destination version, you can make some stupid shit with that. Maybe I should have edited something in. Oh well, I don't feel like it. But yeah, like Brawl. You know, sometimes I wonder, what else did we discuss? Because
I mean, it's Smash Bros. You know what?
it is Smash Bros.
There is something I can say we can discuss. For example,
Yes, thank you.
let's do it like this. I'll be the last one. Okay,
Okay.
guys. So pick one character. Your most
One.
wanted. And now describe the trailer with the build-up and everything. If you ever thought of this, I should say, of the trailer of your most wanted, how would it go? And then surprise us with the reveal. If that makes sense.
Interesting enough, I thought about that for characters that are not my most wanted, but for my most wanted, I actually never really thought of that. So let me try and think of something on the spot. But Klaus, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I don't really think about it either. So yeah, I'll try to come up with something on the spot
Okay,
first.
Yeah.
then I'll take the lead because I thought of something.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take the lead. You guys think. So at first we hear sounds of someone running, like right.
Okay.
Then we see Mario. He's beating up Goombas. And then we see.
Sounding familiar.
And then we see a certain blue blur running over Mario. And then he says, Sonic's the name, speed's my... And then the screen stops. And a certain black hedgehog appears and knocks Sonic off the platform and says, how pathetic. Shadow joins the battle.
No.
Oh my god, it's like Super Mario Bros. Z.
Yeah, but
Yep.
it is a very simple build-up, but it works.
It works for a simple reason. It was based on the Sonic X Shadow Generations trailer, which if you think about it, almost feels like a Smash Brothers trailer. Just needs the splash card of Shadow joins the battle. And my idea is, okay, I want to take that idea, and it would be remake, in a way, with the better graphics, the Sonic trailer from Brawl, and then have Shadow appear in all of its glory, and then if you could do it like the Sephiroth trailer and come back, it cuts back between gameplay and the trailer. I'll Shadow use all of his moves on some casts, and then we have the Advent Children event, except this time instead of being Cloud and Sephiroth, it's Sonic and Shadow doing the Sonic Adventure pose, Adventure 2 pose, and then the trailer ends.
And does it have like a post-credit scene like how it had for the Sephiroth trailer?
It would be, let me think of a post-credits scene. It would be, for example, it's Sonic getting up from the battle, turning super, and then we see, okay, it reveals Shadow's final special, which is it's him turning super too. Like it's a battle of two super hedgehogs at the end.
Also, this stage, I recreated Twilight Town from Super Smash Flash 2.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
So yeah, I like recreating these stages back then. Right, I think I think I have an idea. I do have a few most wanted, but I think I'll go with this one. We are in the reaches of space. Stars are bright, and then we see an R-Wing come by. And then we see, Fox, like, taking on a dogfight, but we don't know who he's up against. We just know it's kind of like a malevolent force. He's trying, he asks Falco to help him, but Falco, like, gets shot at, and Fox tries to try and fight this malevolent force, and then we found out that it was actually Darkon who ended up in space. And then for as much as Fox tries, like, he can't make it. His wings are like broken. His R-Wing is close to falling off. It's in danger levels. And then we hear something. We don't know exactly what it is, but fans of the series might recognize it. Although I don't know what sound it would be. And then somebody comes in that spaceship. We see this ship. Many people won't recognize it, but some people will recognize the ship as the Aphelion. And then we see a duo come out of that fucking spaceship and attack him head on in the middle of fucking space. I know this sounds ridiculous, but middle of space. It's just a silhouette. We don't know exactly who they are. Then they end up thanking Fox. They end up turning to Fox. Fox thanks them, and then we see Ratchet and Clank join the battle.
Sounds so cool.
And got, like, I think that would be cool. And then we'd see, like, them fight, and then maybe with, like, a Dr. Nefarious cameo here and there. And then at the end, it's just a post-credit scene where, like, well, looks like this part of or something like Ratchet is a snarky comment, and then Clank is like,
it doesn't spread my flap. Yes.
So that would be it. I think I could come up with other trailers on the spot, but that's for, like, that one. That would be great. I was also thinking of, like, putting Master Chief, but that would require Master Chief also being in the game. So, Master Chief would also try and help, but he can't.
If he is in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
be
cool.
How about you?
All right. So we hear a phone ringing, and then the person sitting in their office, they pick up the phone. They're like, "Hello, Devil May Cry," and he's like, "Hello, what? You got, like, a demon problem or whatever?" He's like, "Okay, I'll be right there." And then we see. So yeah, that already spoils the reveal, right? Okay, it's Dante.
Maybe it could be a trailer where we don't know it's Smash until the tagline appears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the way I see it is I kind of envisioned it being like one of the first Devil May Cry 5 trailers, with Dante just getting the phone call, and oh gosh, Redgrave City is under attack. Oh, how terrible. Okay, so he's like, oh yeah, Devil May Cry. He's like, demons, all right, I'll be right there. And then he leaves his shop, right? And then I just wanted to, like, okay, so who are the most, like, demonic Smash characters, right? So probably Ridley, probably Ganondorf, and probably the villager from Animal Crossing.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, so then of course he just shows off all his moves and he's just comboing all of these guys, right? And then at the end of beating the shit out of all these guys, Dante just devil triggers, okay? And that's gonna be his final smash is Devil Trigger, or maybe Sin Devil Trigger if we're like incorporating some of 5 Dantes into this, because then you could
Devil Trigger would be a mechanic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like a little meter. Mm-hmm. And then he Sin Devil triggers and he knocks out Ridley, Bowser, and Villager, and then it says Dante joins the party.
Oh,
that would be so
gets
cool.
The party started.
Gets the party started. That too. Yeah, there's a lot of catch lines that could work with him, or Dante hits the jackpot, or there's a lot you could do.
Yeah,
kind of a plain one, but yeah.
No, it works. The only thing I would add is just maybe at the end there's a post-credit scene where it's like, Dante's like, hey, who called me? And then Bayonetta appears, and there's like a sucky line. It's like, oh, it ends with them fighting together, because
just like Fire Emblem trailer ended with them fighting Shulk.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And the other thing is just, I imagine like maybe like, you know how in some trailers, like the Fire Emblem ones, Little Mac one, the Palutena one, Did the Pyre Mifter had one? Yeah, I think they also had like characters talking over the gameplay. Oh, the Persona
Yeah.
1 as well. And imagine this, but instead of someone else, like either Virgil, no, it's Dante himself talking. it's him
Yeah.
himself describing. No, I'm gonna do this.
Kind of like Ryu, actually.
Ryu only said one line, but 1 or 2 lines, but yeah. I imagine, no, he would talk throughout throughout the whole trailer, pretty much. Not always, but like, no. Every time he does a new movie, it's him describing, not someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah, that's why
I also was considering putting Dante, but I went with Russian instead. I have another one I can actually do.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this one we wouldn't know it's Smash. So this one it would just be like it would be presented as a normal trailer. It wouldn't even be in the style of like the same CGI as do we know from Digital Frontier that we saw in like most of Smash's trailers. So this one, we would start, beginning of the direct. We would see like a trailer, and then we see like a van, like a van in the middle of nowhere. We see someone playing a game. We don't know who that someone is, but someone is playing a game and just kicking ass and like and they're having fun. But then we see who that person is, and it's Travis Touchdown, and that and he is like playing on his new console and stuff like that, But then we hear like a doorbell ring. He goes open the door, and he sees no one. Nothing is there. He looks around. There's nothing on the floor. Nothing. He closes the door, turns around, and he sees a letter. And that on top of his desk. He wonders what the letter is because it's upside down. We don't know the insignia yet, so it's upside down. He's like, what is? And he's like, who the he would actually, I think he would actually curse, but it would be censored. That would actually be pretty funny. And then he turns around and we don't see it yet, and he's like, holy shit, I'm in Smash Brothers. And then Travis fucking touches down. That would actually
be so funny. Travis touches
down. And then I know this would be a bit more low key. I think maybe the actual trailer would incorporate more action. That would be more appropriate. But I think this would be a cool build up for the thing. Or maybe he's like, instead of the letter, he's challenged by someone at the door, and we don't know who that is. And then and then after a little fight, that person reveals to be Mario, and he gives him the letter.
Oh, that would be cool.
Ooh,
Yeah. And then Sora Pierce is like, "Want to do a handshake too?" And he's like, "Okay, kid."
It's like, okay. I have another one, if I may.
Ooh, yeah. We could go on about this because holy shit, I like this concept.
Okay, so we have Mario. I'm gonna say Mario and Kirby, and they are in Final Destination. And Master Hand appears, classic,
Ooh.
And they start fighting Master Hand, but suddenly Crazy Hand appears and grabs either Mario or Kirby behind. So it's like, wait, so it's our duel 2 against 2. Okay, seems evenly matched. But then, out of the zoom of the camera, a third hand appears. And then we hear like, and then the hand just flies directly and hits. Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, while those matches were happening.
Oh, we're gonna see all the characters?
Whoa.
The extra characters?
Yes.
That's cool.
Whoa.
Might as well do it before the Great Maze, right?
Yeah. Here
And he's saying,
Wolf.
fuck you now.
Wolf giving us the finger. If you notice, he's giving us the finger, technically. Because that's his middle finger with the claw. Okay, so to continue describing the trailer. So a third hand appears. You hear like the emotion sound, and then the hand appears, and we don't, wait, who's it gonna hit? Who's it gonna hit? It's like, it's another hand, a giant hand. Then it's revealed to be a tiny hand, but it hits Crazy Hands far enough that saves either Mario or Kirby. And then another hand appears, and this is different with Master Hand. Mario and Kirby look at the side, and then they hear a sound. No, the sound of like a fan going.
Okay.
Someone drops there, and goes, Yahoo! Rayman joins the battle.
Oh,
Rayman.
That's actually pretty cool.
Because like
I like the third hand. Like that's cool.
Like a third hand appears, like and the way it's shot, it seems like it's another like, oh, is it gonna be a new boss? Like we have Crazy Hands, who's gonna be the hand? And then as it dashes forward, we see, oh wait, it's a tiny hand.
2 hours later.
Rayman fans will probably think 2 hours later. Wait, another hand? It has to be Rayman, but people don't know. Wait, who's this hand? Then the other 2 hands appear, and then Rayman appears, and then it's just a gameplay of him gameplay footage, with the taunts, the stage is shown. I like to think there's like character cameos in the background of the stage. Like
Yeah.
Glowbox, Barbara, Batilda the Fairy, the Magician, maybe Mr. Dark, my goat. We'll see. And then the post-credit scene, it's a little callback to 2 scenes, actually. One, it's him doing a little taunt where like he does his helicopter hair thing, when he pushes hair forward. And he's pushing like maybe Kirby away. And then in the other one, it's him.
I know what that's calling back to.
Yeah, and then the other one, he turns to a green Wario, and does his other taunt, which is like the grimace, the blah, ow, and then Wario runs away. And it's a callback to his very first move in Rayman 1, where the only way to defend yourself against some enemies is to do a grimace, and the enemy runs away scared.
Oh my god.
So there you go.
I actually have a funnier thing about that. What if it was characters fighting on battlefield and then Rayman breaks out of the ice?
That would be cool, but that would be way too meme specific. But I
know. But that would be funny.
It would be fun.
You know what? Maybe I have another one I could do.
Yeah, I got another one too.
Okay, Klaus, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go in order.
Go first,
if that's
Klaus.
okay,
Go
right?
first.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go first, Klaus.
Yeah. So this is another short one because I can't think on the spot. Okay. So we see Samus's ship crash on a planet. Okay. It could be Samus's ship. It could be Great Fox. It could be anybody, any space going smasher, right?
Could be Ratchet and
I
Clank.
just decided on Samus.
Could be Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. Okay, it could be Samus and Ratchet and Clank. Both crash land on this planet, okay? And then we see them get out, and then before us we see some very, very familiar grasslands with tall mountains and peaks and like all these like really cool rocks. We see all these alien Oh, sorry, Patrick. So then we see all these like aliens, all these dinosaurs walking around, okay? And then behind Samus and behind Ratchet and Clank, we see this alien creature about to attack them. It's a like this wolf dinosaur dragon creature, okay? But before they can get attacked, bullets hit this creature, and then it backs off, and then the camera pans up, and we see Elma.
Yay!
Okay, they're on Mira. Yeah, Elma. They're on Mira. They were attacked by Grex, and then it says
they're stuck in
Elma,
a whole different planet.
We need a bigger gun, guys. And then the splash card is Elma builds a legacy, named after the blade. The Blade acronym.
No,
Builders of a Legacy.
Definitive legacy. Get it?
Yeah, definitive legacy. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. And then Elma, and then she gets her like.
I'm gonna go back in time
to the Great Maze to save everyone in Smash Brothers. That's right. We're going back in time to the Great Maze to save everyone in Smash Brothers. We're going to
let's do it. Yeah, yay. So and then Elma, she saves Samus and Ratchet and Clank, just like we're about to save all the characters from the Great Maze. And then we just get a montage of her like showing off all her attacks, and it shows off her final smash, which should be. I'd like her to get into one of the skells, maybe the Ares 90, and it maybe like shoots like a laser from the background or something. But yeah.
Oh, that'll be awesome. By the way, before I say my trailer, I just want to put a disclaimer for the Great Maze. I pause a lot to check the map, so yeah, you've been warned. Right, for my trailer. This is once again a trailer where we don't know it's Smash. Actually, it could be, we could actually make it a very interesting one, where it's right before a certain collection gets announced for the Switch, or Switch 2. I won't say what it is because it would ruin the character. But so we see it's a recreation of a special trailer that was like 2006 that everybody got hyped about. So we see a desert planet. We don't know what's going on. We see some of the fighters like fighting it off. Some getting tired. The Lean trying to destroy everything, and people getting rested. But the place looks different from anything we've seen before. It's not like the Sephiroth trailer, but it's a similar set piece where fighters are getting worn out by the Lean. Then, in the middle of the fog, a certain team starts rising up like, Oh, and then we see a gun cocking and this green armor. Master Chief finishes the fights.
That's cool. That should be the last trailer for this hypothetical Smash Brothers.
That'll be awesome. Although, what if Master Chief wasn't the last character? What would his tagline be?
Yeah, that's because I mean, there could be others like Reach is in, Halo Reach, maybe.
That's a reach.
That's a Reach if I've ever heard one. It's even bigger than Marth's melee grab. Yeah, right, melee players.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Any post-credit scene for Master Chief?
I think the post-credit scene would be just like a reference to like the Halo 3 trailer where we see visions of Cortana, or it could be a reference to one of the first Halo Infinite trailers, where it's Chief returning to his capsule, saying to Cortana, "Call me if you need me."
It could be him talking to Samus, because I would love if there's a scene of Master Chief fighting Samus, because they had a rivalry, at least in the internet.
Yeah, in Metroid Prime and Halo,
Okay, I have another one.
Okay.
Okay, so for this setting, I have to think of other possibilities. Okay, so let me think it like this. There's two ways I can phrase this. I'm gonna put the one I like the least, but I like enough the concept enough. It's the follow-up of Incineroar's and Can's trailer. If you remember, that last trailer ended with Incineroar defeating Can, and then he had the Villager, Bowser Jr., and K. Rool, because they had all boxing gloves. Incineroar defeated those three. He's all boasting like, yeah, rah, rah. And then a little fireball he feels like a little fireball being thrown. He's like, huh? He looks behind him like, huh? Another challenger? And then we don't see what he's seeing, if that makes sense. We just see like he's looking at something. And then he laughs because like, oh, it's tiny. Like you can see the way he looks down, it's like, this little thing? Ah, okay. And then we see him fight. We hear like punches, like the shot goes to the crowd, and like K. Rool and Villager and Bowser getting up, and they see what's going on, and they're like, oh no, it's sad. Like they all feel sad for this new little guy.
Yeah.
And then we hear a sound effect that this specific fandom will recognize.
Ooh.
Do-do-do-do. Agumon! Warp Shinka! Greymon! And then we just see Agumon digi-evolving into Greymon, and Greymon just immediately lashes out at Incineroar, and Incineroar's like, rah! And then, yeah, trailer cuts, and it's just Agumon with his mechanic of Digivolution, and it ends with him defeating Incineroar. Pikachu appears, and they nod at each other, like, Pikachu, Pika? And Agumon's like, mm-hmm. They're all happy.
No, that's cool.
Like the Pokemon and Digimon rivalry, like it starts with Incineroar laughing, like and then at the end with just Agumon and Pikachu being wholesome with each other. So that's one idea.
Cool.
The other one is the Pokemon trainer. It could be both Red and Leaf. They're out of Pokemon. Lucario is also there, like trying to hang on, and they're fighting Mewtwo. And not any Mewtwo, and not our Mewtwo. It's like a Darkon possessed Mewtwo. Right?
Shadow Mewtwo?
Not Shadow
Mewtwo.
Not Shadow Mewtwo. That should be an auto. Okay. Anyway, and then it's the same concept. Like a fireball appears, the Darkon control Mewtwo looks down. It doesn't laugh like it's a roar. It just immediately attacks it, and you see the Pokemon trainer like reacting, being sad. And then you hear the Warp Shinka sound effect, and then we see instead of Greymon, no, Agumon goes immediately to War Greymon. Like it's one of his ultimate evolutions. And then like we see Mewtwo, this Mewtwo fighting War Greymon, like in CGI, and then he cuts through the gameplay and everything. And then at the end ends with Agumon getting a pet from Red or Leaf. Like, here's a little pet.
Oh,
it's like
that's
they don't
cool.
know they don't know who this new Pokemon is, and everyone was like, that's not a Pokemon, that's a Digimon.
That's actually pretty funny. I like that one.
So yeah, I have two ideas, and it's a Digimon trailer, and of course it's Agumon. He's my favorite, but also I think if they're gonna put a Digimon, it would be Agumon.
Yes.
And I like the idea. I had to put Pokemon somewhere. I think the idea of the rivalry works better maybe in the Mewtwo one, because that's a Pokemon-centric trailer. The only problem is people will think it's another Pokemon, and they see it's a Digimon, they get jump scared. But the Incineroar one I like just on the principle, and I think it works better as the crossover element. And it still has the Pokemon element. It says like, against Incineroar, the most recent Pokemon, and at the end ends with Pikachu. So yeah,
Okay, I actually have another trailer idea, but Klaus, if you have anything,
No, I'm still thinking.
okay, then
You
I
can
guess
go.
I'll go. So this is a character that will never happen, but I think the trailer for this character would go like this. So everybody's fighting against each other. It's like an 8 players match. I think of it like the beginning of the Steve trailer, but it's game footage, but instead of like 4 players match, it's 8 players match. Everybody's fighting each other, and and for some reason they give a special focus to Lucario, but we don't know. Like, why are they giving focus to Lucario? It's like we don't know. And Mewtwo is also there. A lot of people are fighting each other. Mario's there. Maybe Sonic is there. Maybe you'll punch him into Minecraft again or whatever. But that doesn't happen this time around. But then the battle ends with everyone defeated except Mewtwo and Lucario. Both of them are very tired. They are very like, but they'll try doing their neutral bees, their aura things, their balls, to try and finish it off.
Shadow Ball and Aura Spear, you mean?
Yeah, those. Thank you. I didn't actually remember the names. But then, before they're able to launch, somebody say, "Hey, you're pretty strong," and then Goku appears.
Goku, I knew it.
I think you're usually strong. Hey, it's me, Goku.
It's
And
me,
then
Goku.
it just fights everybody. It's like, and everybody's like a shocked face, like, oh shit, it's Goku. No. And yeah, that'll be it. And then he would just beat up everybody, and then just a small post-credit scene would be like, "Whew, you guys are pretty strong. Guess I'll stick around for a bit longer." And then everybody's like, "No!" It's just, especially Mario's like, "No!"
Like, no,
he
you're
gives
too
everybody
tough.
a
He
he gives everybody a senzu bean. He gives everybody a senzu bean so they can fight him again immediately.
But they're like, "No, I don't want to fight more." No. So yeah, it would be a funny trailer, but it would also be like everybody would freak the fuck out. It's like, Goku, no, Pandora's box. And I think the Smash Fighters reaction could also be perfect representation of the fan base. Like, people are like, yeah, and people are like, no.
Like, yeah, the Pandora box would be open.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
You have any ideas, Klaus, for another trailer? 'Cause I just got one now.
No, you can go. I'm still thinking.
Okay, so it's kind of like the Dragon Quest trailer. It opens with an army of evil people from Darkon. And we see Duck Hunt, both the dog and the duck, and Sora. You can tell the duck and the dog are a bit tired and scared behind Sora. Sora is with his Kingdom Hearts 2 design, just for fun. And we see the ones he's fighting. It's like, I want to say, let me think which cards I would pick that would fit here really well for the thing I'm doing. I'm gonna say it's Dark Samus, Mewtwo, and Rob. Those three. And Sora is also like, let's go, come on! Like, he's trying to amp up Duck Hunt. It's just those two against these Darkon controlled minions. And then you hear this, you'll hear a sound of like a paintbrush being brushed on some type of
I know
some
where
type
this
of
is
paint thinner.
Yeah.
And then we hear like a green paint appearing, and the Rob one especially dissolves. And then we see the blue one. The blue one appears and grabs Dark Samus. Dark Samus actually turns blue and attacks the other one. And then Sora's like, huh? He looks behind. Oh, Your Majesty, I didn't know you were in Smash. And then you see Epic Mickey. He's like, uh-huh. And it's Epic Mickey. It's that version of Mickey. Cool. It's Epic Mickey. With the paint moveset. Maybe there would be references to other Mickey Mouse games. It would be games. But the bulk of the moveset would be Epic Mickey. And it's like Sora, oh, Your Majesty, I didn't know you were here. And then it's Sora commenting on the moves and Mickey talking to him saying, I don't know who you are, but thanks. And then we see Oswald, cool. We see Gus, like the gremlin guy, we see the stage and Wasteland. And then the end, it's Mickey, Sora, and Mario together. The Mushroom Kingdom Hearts is real!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, you actually gave me an idea for another trailer. But Klaus, if you have something.
Okay, yeah, no, it'll be short and sweet because, like I said, not very obvious. So we have Snake. He's in a box. Okay, he's sitting in a box, and like somebody picks up this box. Okay, and Snake's like, "What the hell is going on?" And Snake is like being put on somebody's back, and he's being carried around. And whoever's carrying him around is very clumsy, and they fall down a mountain. And Snake's like, "Oh man, what the fuck's going on?" And then this box gets dropped off on like Mario's porch, and Mario opens the box. And he sees Snake, and he's like, "Oh, Snake, yay, nice to see you, whatever." And then we pan the camera behind us, and we see Sam Porter Bridges right there.
Yeah!
The box to Mario, right? And it says Sam builds bridges, or Sam builds connections.
Oh, it's Norma Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Yeah, and Funky Fetus, and then also while the whole delivery's going on, Snake can just hear a baby crying, and he is so confused. But he doesn't want to leave the box.
He does not want to know what's in the box.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's cool. It's like, I love Smash Brothers. All right, so I have an idea. So we see Sora. You know, we see Sora fighting against having like a sparring section with like Clouds. You know, these are just friendly fight. You know, just casually fighting. And then Sephiroth just randomly interferes, and he was like, "What the fuck, man?" It's like, look at Sephiroth. You know, and Sephiroth's like, "I'm gonna take my revenge on you, Sora. I'm gonna be the one to fight Cloud." And then, for some reason, he gets overwhelmed. So, like, Sora gets overwhelmed by Sephiroth. Like, for some reason, like, how did he get so much powerful? And then Sora gets so overwhelmed that we end up seeing the dive into the hearts of his heart, and then it's like, what happens? Like, it just kind of jumps cuts after he gets attacked by Sephiroth. Like, what happens? But then we hear a voice like, "Looks like you're gonna need my help." And then Sora turns around, sees a guy in that traditional black hood, and it's like, "Huh, looks like you're gonna fight too." And this guy's like, "Yeah," takes out his hoods. Roxas!
Yeah!
Joins the battle. Yeah, and he wields 2 Keyblades. He'll be a Neko fighter of Sora, but a lot of his animation will be changed so he has 2 Keyblades instead of 1. His alternate costume would involve the black hood. Normal costume would be like his standard KH2 outfits. So yeah, I think that would be cool for like a Neko fighter as well. Like Ken, you know, he had his own trailer.
Let me think. I'm trying to cook something up for one of my dream never gonna happen picks.
Ooh.
Yeah, me too.
You wanna go, Klaus?
Still thinking. I'm writing down ideas.
Are you writing down?
Yeah, and that just helps me think better. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Here.
Let me think. Okay, so it opens up, and we see Ken, Ryu, and Mega Man. All 3 of them, they're like together, just hanging out, preparing for the next fight.
Okay.
And we see Terry and Kazuya and maybe Midman. 3v3.
Okay.
And we see them fighting a little bit, and then the Capcom side gets overwhelmed.
Ooh.
Like, we see Mega Man, like, in pieces, like, Ken is over there. Ryu, like, looks at him, like, saying, no, like, we need to continue. And then we hear a voice that a lot of people will not recognize.
Oh,
but
I think I will.
But no, you won't, because it says, "Don't you want a rematch?" It's a female voice. It says, "Don't you want a rematch?" And Ryu looks behind him, like, "It's you. It's been so long." It fades to black. And then we see Kazuya, like, gloating while Terry and Midman are just behind him, like, a bit weirded out. And then we see the steps, boots, walking towards. Kazuya looks ahead. And it says, "So, you're my new opponent?" And we hear the voice, "Yes. I'm gonna take you for a ride." Ruby Heart launches in!
Yeah!
And that first
you made it sound really cool.
And then we see Ruby Heart, you know, fighting against Kazuya, against Terry, and then in gameplay format. But then it's kind of like the Mega Man trailers. She gets a bit overwhelmed. It's like, ugh. And then we hear behind a little sound, a little monkey sound, and then, whoa. And she's like, "Yes, I could use you, yes, you guys could assist me. And then it's revealed a gimmick where it's like her down B, it's her summoning Sanson and Amingo to do like one move like you do in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 when you ask for the assists.
Oh.
Mingo.
Then Amingo. Then we see Amingo in Glorious 3D attacking Kazuya. We see Sanson appearing and attacking. And then at the end we see like both of the three celebrating their victory. And then Ken, Ryu, and Mega Man like smile at them and nod their head and join them. And the reason why I picked Kazuya, Terry, and Minman is because they are the other traditional fighting game characters. That's why I picked those three.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have built for Captain Falcon or Little Mac, or for Funzy Pikachu in the Pikachu Libre costume. But I put Minman because, you know, she's the more traditional one without asterisks.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, because, like, okay, how do I... Because it says, don't you want a rematch? Like, it's a generic term, and it would be her first time hearing her voice in English, unless it's in Japanese.
Yeah.
And even then, it would technically be with a new voice actress, because sadly,
yes,
her original VA passed away.
Yes.
But it would be, don't you want a rematch? Maybe Marvel vs. Capcom play. Wait, that sounds familiar. And then when you hear the boots, oh, it builds up. And then when she says, I want to take you for a ride, or I will take you for a ride, there's no doubt on who this is.
I can already, like, imagine Max's reaction. It's like, what the fuck? It's just like clouds for Smash Bros. Like, what the fuck? Chill the fuck out, Sakurai! Oh my god!
I would get my free level NPC reps in Smash. That would be a dream come true. Like the same way people want Gino just to see him back. That's me with Ruby Heart.
Yeah.
It was never gonna happen. There's other Capcom characters that have way better chances, and some I would legit enjoy, like Phoenix Wright. But this is my ultimate dream pick. Good old Ruby Heart.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I have a trailer cooked up.
Let's go.
All right. So this one. Once again, we won't know it's Smash. We won't know it's Smash. It's like people, we have gone off of this series finally getting a new game, and we get another trailer, and it starts in a courtroom, and we see, you know, the judge like, pum, 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 court is now in session, and then, you know, we see like Phoenix Wright like okay, who am, but everybody's you know, against Miles Edgeworth like usual, but everybody's confused, like who is he defending and who is Miles Edgeworth like going against? Like who is the person? And then it's revealed to be Mario, and it's like, Mario, what are you doing here? What crime have you been convicted of? And then Mario's like, no, I have not been convicted of anything. However, I have something to deliver to one Phoenix Wright. Who is Phoenix Wright? And it's like, oh, that's me. It's like, here you are. Welcome to Smash Brothers. Phoenix Wright. Join Smash. Something like that.
That'd be cool.
Can't come up with taglines for shit.
Mario
there you go. Very simple one, I think. Yeah, very simple one. I think somebody could probably come up with something better, but yeah, why not? Phoenix Wright for Smash. Why are most of these picks like third-party characters? Well, I mean, we kind of are running out of first-party characters.
I have a first-party character.
Okay,
but
good.
It's totally self-indulgent and would not happen because it is such a small series. Okay, so there will be slight Mother 3 spoilers coming up ahead, guys. So if you don't want me to spoil the Mother 3, click off the video. Thank you. Okay, so we have Lucas and... Yeah, well, I know, but Fire Emblem Fates doesn't matter, okay?
Yeah.
Mother 3 does, Fates doesn't. Okay, so we see Lucas and Ness, and they're fighting an army of, like, I was trying to think of, like, robotic Smash characters on the roster. The only one I could think of is Meta Ridley at the top of my... I mean, excluding Mega Man. We got Rob. Okay, so Lucas and Ness, they're fighting off an army of, like, Meta Ridleys and evil Robs, okay? And then they beat them, and it's like, and it's all good, okay? And then Mega Man shows up, and Lucas gets all like excited for a minute because he thinks it's somebody else, okay? Because that helmet and arm cannon look very familiar.
Ooh.
But then, but that's not who he was thinking of. And then Mega Man gets out of the way, and then Porky shows up because at least we can see Porky here in his cinematic trailer because they couldn't be bothered to bring back an Ultimate. I don't know why. And Porky shows up, and then Porky like stands to the side, and then in the shadows behind him we see. Lucas sees a very familiar figure wearing a helmet with an arm cannon and like mechanical wings and an electrical sword. Okay, it's a pig masked army. It's the masked man, and then his tagline is "Masked Man takes off his mask." Except he doesn't take off his mask in the trailer. I just couldn't think of anything else. Okay, and then we have Ness and Lucas fighting trying to fight the masked man off. And that is like my dream pick, and that's who I put in the Smash ballot. It wouldn't happen because Mother has enough representatives. Okay, like I'd rather them give a Zelda another rep, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my dream pick.
That's cool.
Yeah, that would actually be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Any post-credit scene?
Well, I think a post-credit scene, I guess after they defeat him, then it would like show his helmet falling to the ground, and then we see Lucas's reaction, but then it ends.
Oh.
So sort of mimic part of the ending of Mother 3. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of first-party characters, I came up with one, but Spring, if you have something you want to say?
I have one, but it's very simple. I just came up with it on the spot because, like, okay, what are the first-party characters I want? So this is one.
Okay.
It starts with the villain montage again.
Uh-oh.
And then it ends with K. Rool falling over the rock. You know, the 2D picture, instead of being K. Rool attacking Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, it's falling over the rock with Banjo, Donkey Kong there. And then again, zoom up and Donkey Kong's mouth. And then we see him, Diddy Kong, and Banjo and Kazooie chilling. Where's K. Rool? It's weird. And then we hear like someone knocking at the door. Diddy Kong is the only one up. It goes to open, and then he sees we only see behind. We see like, wait, a ponytail, a yellow ponytail. And Diddy Kong looks so happy, and then his smiley immediately cracks because it's K. Rool dressed in Dixie Kong's clothes, and then he immediately attacks Diddy Kong, and it's his revenge. Like he starts laughing. Banjo and Kazooie look on get up and prepare to fight K. Rool. K. Rool's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my revenge," and then
don't let me drop Diddy Kong.
And then we hear a barrel being thrown, and K. Rool's like, "Rah!" And then we see a little laugh, and then Dixie Kong lands in.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it ends with K. Rool pretending to be dead, while we have Dixie Kong celebrating with Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, and Banjo-Kazooie, while K. Rool's like pretending to be dead, and slowly, like you see him like slowly, almost like he's crawling out of the screen, like, oh, he's gonna prepare another one. We just don't see what it is.
It's simple, but it works. It does work.
Yeah, and it mimics the other trailers too.
And it would be the best way to end because it's a trilogy. We started with K. Rool, someone pretends to be K. Rool, and now it's K. Rool pretending to be someone.
It's like poetry, it rhymes. Alright, so this one, I'm gonna be extremely self-indulgent, and this one I really had to think on the spot, so if it's rusty, then you'll know why. So, it starts off, sort of like in a destroyed city. Like, which would be a new, like, scenery to see in a Smash trailer, because we haven't seen a destroyed city so far. So, but we don't know what this destroyed city is, we just know it's a destroyed city. We see, fellow shooters, Mega Man, why am I blanking?
Samus?
Samus, Mega Man, Samus, and... Gunner. No, we probably wouldn't put the Mii.
No me.
No, normally Mii's don't appear in trailers actually, outside of their own. Yeah, we see Samus and Mega Man. There we go. Just those two.
Fox has a gun.
Oh yeah. Then let's put Fox as well. Samus, Mega Man, and Fox. There you go. We see them traveling through this destroyed city, trying to find anything in particular. They search a lot of corners, but it's completely deserted. It's just destroyed. It's like post-apocalyptic. But then we see this giant creature come out of hiding and tries to attack them. And, they try their best to escape, but they get injured and they get tired. And then we hear this gun in the background, like shooting this creature. Is like, "Bip, bip, 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 bip." And then the creature tries to fight back with a projectile, but then that gun turns into a sword and reflects that projectile back at it. And then we see that the character who saved them is Sakiyama Miya from Sin and Punishment, baby.
Oh,
he's smash.
Can I add one thing for your trailer? I think you'd like this.
Sure.
So the trailer goes on Shosaki and his moveset, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we see him getting overwhelmed by maybe a boss, maybe Ridley, maybe Meta Ridley, to symbolize any of the encounters. And we get a repeat of Simon's trailer where it looks like Saki is under the ropes, and then we hear the same sound effect of something being shot at, and then this character says a line, and I'm not familiar with our game, but then like Issa lands in as an Echo Fighter for Saki.
Yeah, thank you, son.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird Saki saying that because Saki's like pretty young in the original game.
But if you think about it, it's just like Simon and Richter. They are how many timelines apart from each other?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a good addition. It would be an interesting Echo Fighter more so because Isa's game, it's more like a standard shoot 'em up because he can actually fly, unlike Saki who is ground based. So maybe he can like hover a little bit.
Again,
in his movesets.
No, it could be just like Simon and Richter, where like Simon has some moves from Richter, and then Sakurai is cheeky. I wonder who's Echo fighting who.
I still wish that Richter had a different final smash. Like Hydro Storm is right there. It's referenced in his trailer. Come on.
I wish his fireball attack was different. Like it could be just traveling a little bit forward, like it does in the games. But, alas.
Yeah, or just having more like does less damage, but it has like when it lands on the ground, it just splashes a little bit, like in some of the Castlevania games. So, I don't know.
Okay, I have another one for first party. Klaus,
okay.
Do you have anything?
Yeah, I have a third party one.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
It's very brief. Okay, so we see a shot of like the sky and there's all these clouds and whatever, and there's all these like little rings floating around, and we see Ridley and Charizard. We see them flying around and they're racing. Okay, and so they're pretty even. But like Ridley starts to overtake Charizard at the end of this race, and so they're racing towards the finish line. And at the last minute, a little purple thing blurs right past Ridley, and finishes the race first. Okay, and then Ridley's all pissed off. Okay, and then we see Spyro. We see little Spyro there.
Spyro.
Beat the little dragons in a race, and then Spyro brings the flame. I don't know. I feel like that might have already been. Yeah. So we took out the little dragons, and then we get see here another iconic purple dragon join the fray.
What design would he have? Is it his classic design? Is Legend of Spyro design? Is Skylander design?
The Skylanders one clearly, because that is the most beloved one. No, but yeah, it would be the classic design.
Yeah.
I just say just classic, even though I grew up playing engine games. They wouldn't do it because I feel like they're trying to forget those games ever existed. So yeah, it'd just be classic Spyro, but I could see one of his palette swaps at least referencing some of the characters from the Legend series, like Cinder specifically would be nice. And like,
the
that's
VTuber.
all the love. Wait, there's a VTuber?
Yeah, there's a VTuber called Cinder.
I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay.
Now you know.
Knowing is half the
battle.
G.I. Joe. Hey, 64.
Nice.
You had no 64? Ridley.
Speaking of Ridley.
Okay,
so
bitches.
So correction, he doesn't have a time limit here in the Great Maze.
Oh, but we were talking about the boss rush.
Boss rush. Okay, so my other trailer, we see a boxing ring, but instead of being the boxing ring from Punch Out, no, it's outside.
Okay, like a street fight in a way, but it's in a boxing ring.
Yeah. And on one side, we see Mario preparing to fight. Like, yeah, let's go. And then he's gonna fight Kirby. Actually, no, let me change. It's the first. It's like a remake of the first cutscene in Brawl, where Mario.
In Brawl or
no, Brawl.
Maybe the ending. Because the ending.
No, the
of Smash 64 intro. There's also a face-off between Mario and Kirby.
I'm thinking more the beginning of Brawl, actually.
Okay.
We see we can see a callback. We see Zelda in the new design and Peach like looking all happy, but there's a difference. Mario's preparing to fight, and then we hear hello, and then Luigi jumps in and it's like Mario and Luigi. They do like a little high fives, like yay, and then Kirby's like,
oh Luigi.
Kirby's like, Boyo. And then he looks to the ring, and then he sees King Dedede just laughing. He looks up and sees Meta Knight just on the corner. Like it's almost like Meta Knight is evaluating him. And Kirby's like, Boyo. And then someone taps on his shoulder. He looks. And then here, Bandana D spears in, and then it's Kirby and Bandana D versus Mario and Luigi because Kirby needs a second. Yeah, Kirby needs a second-hand man, and that's one is Bandana D. So there you go.
Yeah. As established by
yeah.
Forgotten Lands.
And should have been in Smash, at least in Ultimate, but that's another detail.
That's
Yeah, I think he's my most wanted first party character, I want to say. Because I think Kirby really needs another rap, but then with the spear special, I think would be really cool. Let's say if we might see a Kirby character that doesn't have infinite jumps.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Benedict is one of my most wanted in the first party side, definitely.
Yes. So,
for sure.
You know, I actually have another trailer for like a third party character.
Go ahead.
This would be a character that I don't think would happen anytime soon, but I think it would be neat if he was in Smash. So it actually starts off with that TV with the heroes versus villains thing, but it's actually represented as a TV, and then on the final shot of like K. Rool like fighting the DK and DD, the screen pulls out and we see a bar, you know, with the TV attached at the end, and then we see a bunch of like Smash fighters coming around, like having just like laughing, eating, maybe like eating stuff and drinking and stuff like that. Not alcohol, because we're not referencing alcohol in Smash. You know, just having fun. But it's line 9. Everybody wants to go home, and then somebody, like we see outside of the bar, is like running. We see his feet, like, and then he slams the door open. He said, "Guys, you guys weren't gonna forget about me." And then it's
the Wii menu.
Conquer. Yeah, I forgot to edit this out.
Yeah.
And it's Conquer, and
that would be cool.
I love Conquer.
Yeah. And he doesn't have his drink because he's like, "Hey, how about you join the Smash Brothers?" He's like, "What? Want me to join Smash Brothers?" You'll be fully voiced by his original voice actor, Chris Seaver.
It'd be funny. Instead of Mario saying that, it should be Banjo, like, what?
Yeah, no, with subtitles, like,
I actually have
and then the Conquer would be with speech bubbles.
That'd be funny. I actually have you just give me an idea for a trailer. So it starts out. It's the early hours of the night. It's a bit cold.
Okay.
Maybe a bit rainy. You open. You look. You see the camera panning out, and it's like, oh, this is the address. Okay. You walk in. Players of this game will recognize this opening. But those who don't will see someone falling down, like walking down the stairs, with a friendly pirate guy saying, "Oh, you've come around. Nice to see you. Yeah. Hope you enjoy another round of high stakes poker."
Oh my god.
And then, okay, so that person comes in. He looks at the table. And we see Samus, Wario, and let's say King K. Rool. Let's put those 3 characters. And this invisible person just sits down. We see like K. Rool and Wario like bickering. Samus just keeping her calm, collected. We see Luigi with his casino outfit and everything, just preparing the cards. And okay. And then we hear Banzai! Careful, Max. We are dealing with some high cash celebrities here. And then we see Sam Max. He just sits down. So, poker anyone? And everyone just looks at Sam Max, and at Sam's like, And then us, the player, give him a little card. Like, ooh, Sam, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. Knock it off, Max. You don't even like girls. That's right. This was clear an invitation to Smash Brothers! Yeah, Sam and Max joined Smash Brothers.
Yeah, oh, that would be awesome. I kind of want them to be in the game just because I like the dynamic, but they're comic characters.
They're comic characters, even though, again, they're more well-known for the video games nowadays, especially now with the remasters. But yeah, no, they are comic characters, so, but yeah, I just found, you know what, let me combine 2 of my favorite crossover in video games, Poker Night and Smash.
That's awesome.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Especially like they incorporated Luigi's, Poker Night outfit in, and I don't understand why. Now it just makes me think like, oh, that could have been an alternate costume for him, and it's like, wow, we had so many missed opportunities with the alts.
The alts, yeah.
I mean, I get the feeling that when it comes to alt, they're very picky about who gets an alt and who doesn't.
Yeah, I wish it just, not in the standard pack, just DLC for costumes. Simple as that. Like, Capcom's been doing that for God knows how long. Come on, you're doing it.
Maybe Nintendo doesn't want to do that practice of just selling costumes.
Me costumes.
They're not for me. I don't know.
Nintendo doesn't want the practice of selling costumes. They are not for me's. Just the me's. Just the me's. The me's are the only ones who get costumes.
I guess the reason why they're fine with doing for me's is because they're a very customizable character, unlike the other characters. I don't know. Maybe we can like bully Nintendo enough to
they were customizable in Smash 4 with the custom moves.
Yeah.
And just like that, you ruined your argument. Who cares about custom moves?
No, the point still stands. The fact that the characters were at least at one point considered enough to be customizable. That doesn't ruin the point.
But nobody cares about custom moves.
They didn't care because the way they were handled was very stupid.
But even then, you couldn't even use them online.
I think people people didn't care because they couldn't unlock all of them.
They couldn't unlock all of them. A lot of them were just very samey. Like, only Mega Man and Palutena, and of course the Mii's were like the ones that actually had enough differences. All the other ones like, oh, Mario's shooting a bigger fireball now. Oh, now Mario's it's almost a rapid fire fireball. Yay. Meanwhile, Mega Man has a completely different recovery that's actually, connected to his other games. Palutena has completely different moves. No, they really shot themselves in the foot with the custom move stuff.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I gotta just point out, I forgot to edit out those things, so my apologies if sometimes I just open the Wii menu. The reason why I did that is to potentially avoid audio crackles, because those happen once again, like always.
No worries.
Because it doesn't really bother me. I don't really notice the Wii menu thing that much, honestly.
Yeah. I noticed the first one just because I was funny, but then afterwards, when you said, oh, they're gonna pop up, I'm like, okay, just something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
So, any more trailers?
Oof. You know what? I have one. Go ahead. I'm actually partially basing off of a video I watched. A clip. I knew about this video for a while now, but I popped into my feed recently. So, this would be a Nintendo Direct, and it's just like Shinya Takahashi's like, thank you for watching, and then he's like, and then the Nintendo logo appears, and then fucking I said wait, and he just scratches the Nintendo logo. It's Hades, and it's like, whoa, Hades, like we just got like a Kid Icarus Uprising remaster. Whoa, what are you doing here? And it's like, looks like somebody invited me to a special game. A game of Smash Brothers, and then Hades joins the fight.
That would be cool.
That.
I would love if Palutena and Pit and Darkbit comment on the gameplay, and any batters back with them. That'd be so cool.
If I want another Kid Icarus character, it's Hades, because no offense to Medusa, she's cool and all, but Hades just is so much better.
Like Medusa's the OG villain, but Hades is Hades.
Hades is more fucking Hades.
Again, I'm so surprised they didn't do anything with him. Like at all in Smash 4 and in Smash Ultimate. Like, that's so weird. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
just say a spirit.
No, besides the spirit and trophy, like nothing on the stages. Again, no cameo on the Palutena. Not even a boss fight. In Ultimate at least. Mark's got something.
you really see how much Kid Icarus just gotten in its representation in Ultimate.
Yeah, like in Smash 4 you got so many things. And again, like we said, it's probably because of reusing. It was easier to reuse assets, and also because Sakurai has a better control over the IP. It's easier to okay, I can use this stuff from this game because
let's be clear here. He doesn't have that much control over the Kid Icarus IP. It's just that he could use the assets because he made them. It was easy.
And explain why they are in HD in Smash Ultimate, in Smash Wii U.
You can translate those assets and update them.
It's not just real assets, I'd say. But either way.
You can update assets that you are reused just in HD with better textures. It's the same assets, But yeah, go ahead.
No, just what I was gonna say. Like he got a lot of things in Smash 4, and then in Ultimate didn't get anything. I think he even lost songs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he lost an assist trophy.
Yeah, Magnus. Wait, is Magnus?
Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus. Yeah, no,
Magnus.
Magnus.
No. Oh. He was cool.
People were saying he was a shoo-in in the early days of Smash 4.
I remember Ryan saying that a lot.
Like, I mean, he looked cool, but like, why him over, Palutena, which was the second most important character, over Hades,
Or maybe even Veridi. I'd argue Veridi.
Yeah,
as well.
Veridi too. Like, I think those.
Like she had a bigger role in the story.
Yeah, maybe because you.
He spits crush. I mean.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you play as Magnus in a few of the chapters?
No, you don't play as him, but while we're running around playing as Pit, he's basically fighting alongside us.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we play as Magnus, if I recall correctly.
Then maybe because of that, he's important enough to be with the main character, I guess. But yeah, no, I think.
Maybe with the whole reusing assets thing, as you were saying, they could reuse some of his animation data for the assist trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just easier that way. Yeah.
But then they cut him off in Ultimate for some reason.
Yeah. But let's cut off him, let's cut off Saki, but no, let's bring back Isaac and Shadow. Fans clearly want that, right? Right?
Assist trophies again.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to beat the dead horse, but fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm not even directly affected by those characters. Like I would have liked, now having played Super Smash Bros. I would have liked Saki playable. So his sister being removed, I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever. But like, why make Isaac and sister when people clearly wanted him playable? At least save him for later, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of one thing that happened. This is way before. I'm gonna put this note. This was way before Fighter Pass 2. Okay. When Sakurai in interviews was saying that, the playing stages of this game was very early, which means that games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and ARMS were a bit late to the party to get representation, so that's why the assist trophy didn't meet costumes. And I remember always thinking this: why didn't you save them for DLC? Why immediately go assist trophy and meet costume for Rex? Meet costume for Rex and assist trophy for Springman.
Yeah.
I never understood that. They were a bit too. Because, like, I think people would appreciate more if these characters, or I should say these games, were represented as playable characters than, it's a me costume, it's an assist trophy. Thankfully, with Fire Pass 2, that got resolved, air quotes. We got Min as the ARMS rep, and we got Pyra and Mithra. And then we also got the note, they were also hard to implement because, the Switch couldn't handle 3 characters at once. Or the idea they had first proposed for Rex and Pyra and Mithra. So, at least we got that. Those games still got representation. And even though they are not necessarily the most hype characters in the past, I am glad those games got representation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, part of me also feels like maybe they could have done for other characters, like Isaac.
Yeah, like...
I'm not even a Golden Sun fan.
Yeah,
I'm just saying for his fans.
Save him for DLC, if possible. Like, there's other chances to put these characters in playable roles if they're not they didn't make it in time. If it was like Brawl or in the beginning of Smash 4, where like we didn't know if DLC was gonna be a thing, and there's also the mentality, direct this game like it's your last one. There's a lot of people who do this, and even though Sakurai hasn't ever said this, I do think you can feel that in a lot of his Smash Brothers games, especially.
Brawl, especially.
Brawl again, the Brawl to finish them all.
It's really like each game tries to be more ambitious than the last. Arguably Smash 4, but it's ambitious in its own way by having two versions that are very similar to each other. So I guess there's that.
It's just in hindsight now, Smash 4 definitely feels like the less special Smash game because everything that Smash 4 did, Smash Ultimate doesn't matter, with the exception of the online. But that's another story.
I mean, at least battle arenas are okay.
No, they're a good idea.
Emphasis, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like, you can definitely see, so maybe in that mentality, it's like, I don't know if we're gonna do more, so let's put them in the game in some capacity. That's why we got the assist trophies, spirits, and costumes, or trophies back then, when it was trophies.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's like, now we have DLC. This guy didn't make it in, but there's demand for it. Or at least demand that they think it's enough, Save it for DLC. Unless, again, you're using DLC to straighten relationships with other companies, which, it's also a fair practice.
It seems to be the case. I mean, it's clear that they want the DLC characters to be characters that sell, which is why we didn't get that many first-party characters. We only got 3.
Yeah, and it's the ones that are, from recent games, which
yes,
can push those games forward, like, Byleth, Min, and Pyra and Mithra.
So someone like Isaac would probably never. And I'm using Isaac as an example, but there's other Nintendo characters like, for example, Benedicti or Dixie Kong or maybe Takamaru even that could have been chosen, but no, they probably will never have that much of a shot as DLC because Nintendo just doesn't see many. Probably Nintendo doesn't see many people actually being excited and wanting to, and most importantly, wanting to buy these characters individually as
Yeah.
DLC. You know, that would be something for base game. But they also want to put some characters that are excited for the base game so that, you know, people buy the game. So it's a bit of a tough act, but
Yes.
it's just sad seeing a sister review. You know, a lot of people would say just don't have them appear at all. Don't, because assist trophies are just not a good compromise. It's just like it's rubbing the salt in. It's like it's just rubbing it in. It's like, oh, your character's not in. You can't play as him. People don't like that.
In Smash, it's like, no, it's more like, it's either playable or it's not. Maybe at most, me costume, if it is, again, it's me costume with an asterisk, if it is like Sans, Bomberman, Vault Boy, Cuphead, and Shantae to it was like, oh, it covers the character, and it's like, oh, at least it almost feels like you're playing as a character, you know?
Yeah.
That at least is better than assist trophy.
And if it includes a song, the better.
Yeah.
You can make a stage around that song.
So, at least in those, I think that's what people, okay, if they cannot be playable, me costume, if it is on those, for example, you compare the Chibi Robo costume, and compare it with Sand, it's like, why couldn't Chibi Robo have the same thing?
Why doesn't Chibi Robo have the
Because
same thing?
Sans is just more hype.
No, even more, guys. Come on, we did it for the first part, we did the second part. Why didn't the Geno me costume got that?
Well, I'm not gonna say it again. You know,
but
I've said my opinion on Geno already.
Yeah. But again, I do, after seeing a playthrough of Mario RPG, I do see the hype from Geno. So I do hope maybe the next Smash game could be his chance to shine. Like the remake is more available on the public's eye. Like Rhino said, it also is important to realize how much time is going to pass between the remake and the next Smash game. But at least it's not as you know, as out of left field as it seems for casual players, I want to say.
Yes.
Like
oh, it's that guy from that RPG I played once.
Yeah, or maybe it's, you know, what they did with Smash 4 with some characters, like, want to know more about this character? Like, Sheik, check out Ocarina of Time 3D. Ryu, check out Street Fighter 3D.
I think they also do that for like Smash Ultimate, right?
I don't remember. That's why I picked Smash 4 because I remember they're doing that for Smash 4. Not sure about Ultimate.
Well, I feel like that whole check out this game this character's from, that's just kind of automatically built in every Smash game, because that's pretty much what it did to me as a kid. I was like, oh, who the heck is this? Who the heck is this guy wearing green with the elf ears and that funny hat? You know, and then I went on to play Wind Waker. So
yeah,
it's just makes you curious about the characters and where they come from.
Agreed.
Yes. So yeah. We do live in an era where a lot of people don't care about that, and that's a shame. Even as a person who, I'll be honest, a lot of the characters I want now are more third-party characters than first-party characters, because there's not a whole lot of first-party characters I'm like, oh boy, it would be so great if this first-party character came in, you know? I don't feel that too much. But even then, I still want, you know, characters that I don't really know of to show up, to just be like, oh, maybe I'll be interested in trying out this game. Or maybe characters that I know of, but I haven't really played the game, like, imagine if Gordon Freeman from Half-Life actually joined Smash Brothers. It would be like, okay, maybe I'll give the Half-Life series a shot again, and hopefully I don't get motion sickness this time. You know?
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, like that's why. Like I tried Half-Life. I wanted to like the game, and I mean, I like what I played. Just I couldn't. I had a hard time playing it simply.
You know, it's funny, Klaus. You mentioned that. You know, Smash Brothers, it's built in almost like, oh, this new character, and people will check out their game. I still remember when Xenoblade Chronicles, the remake, is it a remake or a remaster? It's a remake, right?
It's a remaster.
Remaster. Yeah.
The Xenoblade Chronicles remaster was announced. I still remember the Nintendo email that I received. It was like, do you know Shulk from Smash Brothers? Now, here's his game. They said like this.
Yeah.
Word for word, you know Shulk from Smash Brothers? So, Nintendo themselves are using Smash Bros. For this purpose.
Yes. Smash Bros. Is great for that, for marketing other series. I mean, it's thanks to Smash Bros. And Xenoblade X that I got interested in playing Xenoblade. and I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I think that says a
Yeah.
lot.
It just works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can take that same sentence, Rhino, and replace Xenoblade with Fire Emblem for me and Earthbound/Mother for Klaus, and it still applies.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, that's exactly why I wanted to play Earthbound/Mother 3. It's because I ended up mating Lucas in Brawl, and I loved him so much, and I liked how he was portrayed in the Subspace Emissary. I was like, I want to find out what this character's all about. And then I played Mother 3, and it changed my life. And yeah, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
And with me,
I do hope we have that in the future. We had that with Terry, and that was great because a lot more people got to see his games. And I legitimately want to go back and play the other games I missed because I only played a few. But I enjoyed what I played, you know. And I hope we get more characters like that. For example, a character I've seen thrown around a few times in my life is Adol, the protagonist of the Yi series, which is one of the first action RPGs. And I think he would be a cool character in Smash because, well, he was a pioneer of that subgenre. And I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
You know? So why not? People would be like, who's he? He's like, play Ys. I think that'll be cool. I'm interested in playing the series one day. Looks like a fun action RPG.
Yeah.
So,
it got a recent game, didn't it?
10, yeah, I believe.
It's 10, yeah. I know that all those games are in our library because my brother played them all, so I can play them. I'm going to play them all eventually. One day.
Also, funny, I threw a baseball bat at the guy who uses a baseball bat.
That's not better from the hit game off.
It's human stands.
No, God damn it! No, let's not go there. That's all. That Fury is so. Just
again, I like Matt Pat. I mean, I did fell off a bit of his game theories, but I still respect the guy. But there's some theories, and I'm like, dude.
Oh yeah, never forget Mario.
Like Mario
being
being a psychopath.
Yeah, because like that was already
sociopath.
Sociopath. Sorry, I apologize.
That was already like a meme, you know, on Newgrounds, because everything in the internet that you found had to be edgy and gory and everything.
Yeah, Mario is racist.
Yeah, like those types of videos. Where it's like, don't add more fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
but my part
do. I mean,
retired.
It's just I'm not the biggest. I mean, I used to watch it because you know, edgy teenager.
Yeah, me too.
But like nowadays I don't see it as appealing. If I ever saw it as appealing.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time where Gary theories were pretty appealing because, you know, they actually went to like science shit, and that was interesting. But then, you know, Undertale and FNAF stuff got popular. They had to pump these out, and eventually I just lost interest and unsubscribed.
Yeah,
and I heard of the retirement. I was like, oh.
Okay, the first FNAF one is weird because of real life implications, but afterwards, the first one, the FNAF 2, that's actually one of the great theory. Like, I think that's the one who really put FNAF 2 on the map. So I will defend the first FNAF theories. They definitely had some care and pour, but you can definitely see, okay, it's like every time there's any FNAF thing announced, game theory is over there.
Yeah. But, you know, from my perspective, I don't care much about FNAF, so I was like,
I'm glad he's doing well. Like, he retired.
Yeah, he's now retired, now having a peaceful life with his wife.
Yeah,
so
and it's completely understandable why he did, and I hope he's happy. And hey, he got a cameo in the FNAF movie. That's not something everyone
can
say.
Yeah, no, I like nearly screamed when I saw that. And
you know what's funny, Rhino? When I know the name of the character he played, you can tell the name because he's playing a waiter. So you can see his name tag. You wanna know his name?
I think I knew once, but I forgot. Tell me.
Ness.
Yeah, that's right.
His name is Ness.
His character he plays is Ness.
Oh my fucking god. He's the human sense.
And
also, can I just briefly talk about how I like how Game & Watch is like shaded here? It's pretty cool.
He's in 3D.
Yeah, continue. Kind of. Yeah, continue.
No, I was just gonna say that I thought it was a neat thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Smash
I don't
Brothers.
know.
Smash Brothers.
You
want to continue the trailers conversation?
Yeah, I'm sorry everyone in the audience, like, but you'll have to indulge us in the Smash Brothers trailer stuff. I hope you're liking it though. Yeah, who's next? I don't have any idea right now, but I could in a bit.
I have one for a very specific character for me, but I really want to make sure I can make it a surprise, because if not, it's gonna be way too obvious.
Okay.
Klaus?
No, not really.
Okay. I don't have anything right
Okay,
now. So.
I'll improvise. Okay, so
Okay.
Okay, let me see how can I frame this so it's like it doesn't seem like it's way too spoiled. So let's imagine.
Yeah.
There's at first it's like it's gameplay footage, stamina
Okay.
battles, and we see Mario going like, no, Mario dies.
Yo.
Oh no.
And then we don't see who did it. And then we see, then it switches to like a 2D art style, and we see, I want to say, it's 15 characters, but it's only focused on a specific number of characters, like maybe Samus, Joker, Sonic, Sora if he's there, Kirby, like those are like the main characters.
You know, we're bringing Sora a lot in these trailers. It kind of goes to show how well he fits into in Smash.
Yep, it really does. And we hear a ding dong dong dong. A body has been discovered. Monokuma punishes the Smash crew or something. Monokuma's punishment is about to begin, and it's Monokuma from Smash.
Oh no! You see, the person who died, it's Sonic. It's the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of Mario, it's Sonic dying. Yeah, and it's like, and then we see the characters all reuniting, and a body has been discovered.
Oh god! Oh my god!
I actually saw this. This is from a YouTuber called the Duke of Dorks. I used to watch him. Now I don't watch him anymore.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
Just stopped being in his content and I stopped watching.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of he did a lot of like ideas for Smash characters. I do think sometimes this moves that are a bit too gimmicky. Like I remember one suggestion was like, oh, to make a recovery with Professor Layton, you have to solve a puzzle. I'm like, no.
What?
What? Then
isn't that kind of like
gonna recover? You're not gonna recover. You're gonna fall. You're gonna die.
Yeah, like something like that. Like you have to time everything correctly. Like I'm going off memory, so maybe it's more simpler than I'm making it sound. But like I remember thinking that's way too gimmicky. Like, but someone put an idea for a Monokuma moveset, and the idea was there's like a little quirk where if you're playing as Monokuma in a stamina battle, 1v1. If Monokuma wins, in the victory screen, the character doesn't, the opponent you defeated doesn't show up. It's implied that Monokuma killed him, punished him. It's like it doesn't appear like the clapping animation that doesn't appear, just Monokuma.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god.
Yeah, that's the implication. Like Monokuma appears, he laughs, there's a silly animation, but you don't see the character clapping. You don't see Sonic clapping, Mario clapping, Sora clapping. There's nothing, just Monokuma. And if it is Ice Climbers, it's the one that's not playable. If it is if Popo is the lead, it's Nana, the one that's crying. If it's Nana in the lead, it's Popo, the one that's crying. But it's the other one, not the main Ice Climber you're playing as.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's scary. That's unsettling for sure.
And it would be nice if the Pokemon trainer, instead of clapping like he does his victory animation from Brawl, is losing animation from Brawl with him with his head tilted.
Yeah.
But it's him doing that because the one who got killed by Monokuma is not. It was his Pokemon. Just him sad.
Oh my god. Holy shit! The implications.
Yep.
Is this gonna make the game T14?
Nah, I think the guy's just doing fine, guys. It's just Monokuma being silly with the camera.
They're just, everybody else, they're just sleeping.
This is sleep. Yeah.
I just put him to sleep. It's okay.
Oh my god.
I did put Monokuma as a Dagmar representative, but I would love if it was like a Bowser Jr. situation, and it's like the main characters just a Bowser Jr. / Shiro situation was like, oh, it's the main characters, Makoto, Hajime, Kaede. If they can make it like Bowser Jr. make every single character like a different character, there's room for my boy Nagito to appear there. Like,
that was what I originally wanted for like Simon Belmont. I wanted the other Belmonts to be alternate costumes, but then I started thinking about why they only made Simon and Richter, and then I was like, oh yeah, most of these other Belmonts don't have voice actors. That would be really inconsistent, like
Yeah.
all the other Belmonts being mute. So I see why they did that route.
Yeah, no, they should definitely add Nagito so people can ship him with the Sans
Send me
costume.
calls.
Yeah.
That would be so. It would be funny if, like, during the trailer you see the Sensei costume with Nagito randomly. Like, oh no,
He's
they
like,
know.
it'll be like, finally, my love. It's been 3,000
It's
years.
like, looks like you finally got in, huh? Yes, it was such a despair being far away from you, Sans. But now it's filled me with so much hope.
This
I
is
love these two
fanfiction. I love
characters.
it.
I love these two characters. Seeing them paired
Yeah.
together in the meme was so bizarre, but so funny.
Oh my god. Look, okay, I have another trailer cooking.
Go ahead.
This is a third-party character. So this starts off in a very similar way to Simon Belmont's trailer, but now it's Luigi with Simon, investigating a new castle. This is a different castle. Actually, it wouldn't be a castle at all. It would be a hospital, a deserted hospital. And they'll be wandering around like Luigi with his flashlight, try to investigate. Simon tried to find anything that he can like punish with his holy cross because he's very religious man. But then he finds the zombies. He's like, whoa, Luigi's scared, and Simon tries to beat him off with the whip, but for some reason, even if with his holy whip, it's not defeating the zombies. Like, what tarnation is this? And then it's like, pew, pew, pew. So some guy randomly shoots the zombies, like the zombie, ugh. We don't see blood and guts because, this is E10. You can't really show that. But the zombies, it just falls off. And then we see another flashlight. And it's Leon Kennedy!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
From Resident the Evil.
When the
So, yeah.
when the residents are evil. 4.
Force.
We edition.
Bingo.
We edition.
Wii Edition. Remake. Which, by the way, I find very clever how the Japanese names of those remakes are, because it's Biohazard, the Japanese name, or E4,
That's cool.
like Resident Evil, or Remake. Ha!
Very clever. Very clever.
That reminds me of Resident Evil 7. Like Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, that's the international name. In Japan, it's Biohazard 7 Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
And the 7 is a Roman numeral for us. It's in like the evil parts. For them, the 7 is a normal, like a normal 7. I don't know what the name is. It's a numerical 7 in the middle of the Z for Biohazard.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
That is super smart. I love that.
No wonder Resident Evil is the top one Capcom most popular Capcom franchise. They're so creative.
We need Leon in Smash. Let's vote for him.
He didn't. If he's not gonna show up in Marvel vs. Capcom, put him in Smash. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Like, I know Resident Evil. I don't know. I think during Smash Ultimate, things got a bit wonky when we started seeing Mii costumes of M-rated characters, and then we didn't see the logo, and I was like, what? Does that mean that M-rated characters are now less likely because we can't see like the series they're from, or at least the logo? But I hope that's not the case. I hope we still get M-rated characters, and then it's about time Resident Evil gets a shot. I'm not even a big Resident Evil fan, but like, come the fuck on. It's Resident Evil.
I mean, Bayonetta's an M-rated character.
Yes, but she was out before that whole ESRB thing. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Snake as well,
Yeah.
Snake is it.
Yeah.
I remember, even in Europe, I remember seeing recently in the Smash Wiki, on the trivia page for Kazuya, in Europe it was Smash Cross Kazuya, not Smash Cross Tekken.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And that's T14. That's odd.
Maybe it was not related to the ESRB, but like, playable characters are not free from the curse of Smash Cross the name of the character.
What the hell?
That is very strange.
Yeah.
That's odd because I don't remember that actually. I remember seeing Tekken.
Feel free to check the Smash Wiki. It says on the trivia page for the fighter. I think it's the fighter page for Kazuya. I think it says that.
Yeah, let me check because I think what I remember is, at least in the American version, like it's the Tekken logo, but it says at the bottom the Tekken series is rated T13 by the SRB. So Smash Wiki. Kazuya.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazuya.
Some people pronounce him as Kazuya, but I think it's actually pronounced Kazuya, yeah.
Yeah, no, I said Kazooie because of the joke.
Yeah. I mean, trivia. Oh, okay, no, it wasn't the trailer, it was the website.
Yeah, the website, yeah.
Yeah, the website like. Yeah, wait a minute. A second. Well, they have an image, but then they don't say. Is it for translated Japanese in all regions? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The European versions of the Super Smash Bros. Website say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Cross Kazuya instead of Tekken in his newcomer banner. Likewise, the website was updated to remove the series' names and logos for all characters in the sort by series section. This is in line with the pattern that European marketing does not include the names of crossover games with a higher PEGI rating than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Tekken 7 is rated 16, as Smash Ultimate is rated 12 for us. However, the European video presentation still show the Tekken name and logo. This just makes it so fucking stupid.
Why the inconsistency?
And even then, I find this overall rule to be dumb because anybody, like, maybe they don't want the series to be associated because, like, oh, maybe I'll play it, you know, this little Timmy is like, oh, I want to play a Tekken game, but it's not suitable for his age. But it's also like, we're in the internet. People are gonna find that out regardless. Why the fuck are you even trying to hide?
I guess it's just really a way of, not having deniability, in case someone tries to sue them. Like, oh, we didn't say it was from Tekken or from Devil May Cry or from Assassin's Creed. No, we just put the name of the character.
But that I don't like that. I hope going forward we still get like M-rated characters in Smash, and this doesn't like lower the chances because I just don't like that. I just
It's just weird saying Smash Cross Altier. And something happened because you guys remember the spirits we got I think last year or 2 years ago. No, those random spirits events 5 years after.
Yeah, with Mario Wonder and stuff like that.
Yeah, there were spirits. I think it was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I forgot the main character from Hades. Like some of those spirits,
Zagreus,
like some of those characters didn't have the name of the franchise. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was not listed. Hades was not listed. Just the name of the character for those spirits.
Okay, for Hades I understand because I think that game is PEGI 16 or PEGI 18. But Xenoblade 3, let me look at the box right now. Yeah, it's PEGI 12, just like Smash. Is it an SRB? I mean, in the SRB it would be T14, so in that case it would apply. But for us Europeans, it wouldn't apply.
Yeah, no, it's in every version, not just us.
This is so weird!
So inconsistent. Okay.
Fuck this shit!
Wait, does this mean if we have a Danganronpa character, we Smash Brothers cross Monokuma?
Yeah, oh. I'm cringing at the thoughts. Oh.
Smash Brothers cross Monokuma. Such despair.
But, no, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Cross Despair.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Sephiroth approves.
I'm giving you despair!
So you didn't like despair, but in Fred, I thought of a wonderful present for you. Do you like Skittles?
Skittles.
And it's like, and then he does his side smash. It was like, think, hey, what's on your toe? And then he just kills Cloud.
Good to see you. Twink. Oh, got nothing to say.
It would be so cool if it like we got the Danganronpa rap and it's like multiple characters, and one of the pictures is Sephiroth and Nagito. Despair versus hope.
Oh my god. Is there another character in Smash that could symbolize hope? Sora, I guess. But he doesn't say hope. He says light.
It's more light against the darkness.
Yeah.
Besides Danganronpa, I'm pretty sure there's probably games that reference hope as a big deal, but Danganronpa is the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah. Nomura laughs in the backgrounds.
Lucina, maybe, and like her hope of saving a ruined future.
You know what? Even as a person who has actually played Awakening, I completely forgot that Lucina was associated with hope.
It's funny because I associate Lucina more with future because the future. Not
yeah, she's from the future.
and not just that, she's fighting for a better future.
Yes.
But hope, no, it makes sense. Hope.
Yeah. Isn't there a video game character called Hope?
Yeah, there's a character in Xenoblade Chronicles X named Hope, actually.
There you go. That character for Smash, we can put them next to Sephiroth.
Speaking... okay, just a small tangent. Speaking of Xenoblade X, so they're doing NSO icons right now that you can get, right?
Yeah.
If you have an NSO subscription. Klaus, remind me, who's that character with the glasses?
Well, let me...
It was black hair with the glasses.
Oh, black hair. Oh, that's HB.
I think he's an icon.
Oh,
You can have him as your profile pic.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. Okay.
If you get it in a subscription right now, you can get him as your profile pic with a few points.
Okay. I might have to get one right now just for him. He's worth it. He's worth it. He's the superior icon for online.
So, Rhino, how much did Nintendo pay you for doing that ad?
I didn't get paid anything. If I got paid, I would probably rub it in even more. Nintendo, I can be your marketing advisor. I am licensed. Come on. But yeah, what are we talking about? I forgot.
We're talking about the M-rated characters in Smash and how we hope that's not a, the fact
doesn't interfere.
Doesn't interfere. So we don't have Smash cross Akuma.
Yeah. No, I came up with an M-rated character for Smash. Smash trailer.
Go ahead.
Is it important?
Don't spoil it.
No,
No,
I already did Sam Porter. Okay. No. So we're in space. We're in space.
The final frontier.
I was thinking that.
And yeah, the final frontier. And so we got a really creepy version of Twinkle Little Star playing in the background.
Ooh.
And so the camera pans over to the ship, and we see the name of the ship. It's the Ishimura. Okay.
I think I know where this is going, but go ahead.
All right. Camera, we're gonna go into the ship. These hallways, they're all abandoned, and on the halls, or like on the wall, we see it's like ketchup. We see ketchup and red paint. Okay, it's not blood.
It's red Splatoon paint.
Yeah, it's red Splatoon paint. Exactly. Okay, and so we hear a bunch of like really creepy alien noises, and so we see Shulk. We see Shulk and Fox walking around in the hallways. Okay, and then they get jumped by. They get jumped by an alien. They get jumped by a necromorph. Okay, and so Fox tries shooting this alien. It doesn't do any good. Shulk tries slashing the alien with the Monado, like in the body, but it doesn't do anything, okay? And they're just about to be surrounded by these aliens. And then like from a vent, like this, an engineer jumps out and he cuts off these aliens' limbs. And it's Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Yeah,
and then it's Isaac makes us whole again. So that's the slogan for the Unitology Church, okay?
That's cool.
And so
Sora would be happy to be whole again.
Yeah.
I saw that coming from a mile away, but that was cool. That was nice.
Isaac just got done, defeating Zeus from God of War. He's more than ready to join Smash now.
Speaking of, should we do a Kratos trailer?
I mean, I don't know enough about God of War to make a trailer. But,
Me neither.
Me neither. I wasn't able to beat the first God of War because the game glitched and I couldn't progress.
Ooh.
But it would be cool to see God of War in Smash, like we said last time.
Yeah.
I had an idea for a trailer. Oh, I skipped on it. I had an idea for a trailer.
What was the character?
I'm not gonna say it, or else I'll spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll probably come to me. Hopefully when we're still recording.
Yeah. How much? Oh, okay. So let me try and think of like another character. So, okay. So this would be an interesting trailer. Remember the Terry trailer where we see like the years each console comes out and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this trailer would be, we would go all the way back to 1986 we see the Famicom first in 1983 and the NES in 1985, but then we jump to 1986 with the Famicom Disk System, and then we see a battle between Pit, Samus, and Link, the characters from that year.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're all fighting and all that stuff, and then the sword slashes appear, and it's like, don't you forget about me, but like in Japanese, unless they want to dub him. And then Takamaru joins the battle.
The only thing I would add, Rhino, to that idea is they go to the Duck Hunt route where they show that year, right? And then it shows the characters, like, the three characters said, but fighting in 8-bit. I imagine like an 8-bit recreation of Smash, and then we see the trailer when Takamaru appears, and then it's like, oh, it transitions from 8-bit to 3D, like they did with Duck Hunt. I think it would be a nice touch.
I think Takamaru To be honest, I think he should be in the game. I may not be the biggest fan of this game, but I think Takamaru is just a cool character. I want Samurai in Smash. Okay, I am that simple.
Okay, I remember the character trailer I had in mind.
Okay. I also came up with another one, but go ahead.
It's kind of similar to your Resident Evil trailer for
Ooh.
Leon Kennedy.
Okay.
So it starts, and we see Luigi, and he's like, like he's humming a song, and then you hear like metal sounds, like just metal sounds, like footsteps in a way.
Don't.
Metal Sonic.
And he's like, Mario, Simon, and then he walks. He hears like someone's chasing him. He's like, wah! He sees a door. He opens the door and shuts the door. And then you hear boom, doom, doom. It's like, Then he grabs the lantern. The lantern is almost out of power. But he sees something. He sees Mario's hat on top of something. And he looks down and he sees a cross. Like, and then his little flashlight goes down. Mario? And dun 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 na. Then rah! Freddy jump scares the battle or something like that.
Oh my god.
It's a Freddy. And
like, what if he actually jump scares the audience?
Yeah, that would be the idea. And the thing, the Easter egg would be the one chasing Luigi in the beginning would be Foxy. FNAF players would recognize the sound effects, and when he knocks on the door, when you close the door. And
this is a nice closet.
This is a nice closet.
God.
And
Yeah,
the idea is,
sound,
like Mario and Simon were like put in animatronic suits. Just see like
Oh
we
gosh.
see them
Oh,
like no,
fuck.
wait, we don't know if that's implied. We just see
Would
like
Konami allow that?
No,
Would
no,
Nintendo allow that?
No, no, the implication is more like, oh, they got captured because it's like, oh, it's the Golden Freddy suit. You just see the cap and the cross. There's no blood or anything. Oh, maybe Golden Freddy just captured them and now they're gone. Something like that. Because FNAF is not that gruesome. But yeah, that would be the idea. Just a Luigi FNAF trailer.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's perfect. Would Freddy have, like, for his alternate costumes, it'd be like Toy Freddy, Nightmare Freddy, Shadow Freddy, Withered Freddy?
Golden Freddy, yes. Phantom Freddy, same. Shadow Freddy too. Toy Freddy, I'm not sure because of proportions. But if they can go the Koopa Kid route, the Koopa Lings route, sure, Toy Freddy. Funtime Freddy, at least the colors, but not with the little Bon puppet he has, just the colors. And something that resembles Glamrock Freddy from Security Breach. That'd be cool.
These guys are FNAF nerds.
And then okay, at the end, there you go, a stinger for something. I don't know what it would represent. In the end, we see Luigi getting. I mean, you ask if they would do this right. We saw Luigi getting killed by death in the Simon Belmont trailer.
Yeah, but he's a cartoony ghost.
Yeah. And then we see Luigi just he escaped Freddy, and then he's in a costume, like he's in a safe room, Klaus.
Oh no!
A hand
no,
appears behind him, grabs Luigi, and pulls him away, and says, "I always come back." And the trailer ends like this.
Oh my god.
And it's a dark pit situation when people are like, wait, what is Springtrap gonna have in this game? We don't know.
Yeah, is he gonna be a boss fight? Is he
I'd say, I mean, boss fights would be because he's not as big as maybe you know what, a stage hazard. Like he's the only stage hazard. Like Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica just in the background being creepy, but Springtrap, he will appear and will get you. He's a stage hazard.
Oh my god.
I mean, I would take him playable over Freddy, but Freddy's a mascot.
Yeah, Freddy's Freddy. Even as a non-FNAF fan, I know that. It's literally called Five Nights at Freddy's.
FNAF friends would tell you, now it's more like Five Nights at Foxy's, because freaking Foxy gets all the spotlight in that right gloves.
Oh yeah, fans love their Foxy.
Yeah,
Alright.
Okay, so let's see. The costume actually fought. It's Freddy, Withered Freddy from FNAF 2 when he's destroyed, Phantom Freddy, Golden Freddy, Shadow Freddy, Glamrock Freddy, Funtime Freddy, and then the last one would be I'm thinking.
Just trying to think if there's like a like some weird alternate costume they made for him in one of the spin-off games.
No, he hasn't plenty. Oh no, I got it. It's based on the Nightmare Freddy. It's not Nightmare Freddy, but it's based on Nightmare Freddy. He has little Fredlings in his back and everything.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There
That's
you go.
cute.
Got it.
Okay.
You're saying, Rhino?
Okay, I do have a character. This is a character that's never gonna happen. But if he was in, I would freak the fuck out. This is like the ultimate Rhino character. So, we see a casino. We see a casino. Like, everybody's playing all that stuff inside. But then, like, Luigi's serving out stuff. And then, if other characters are related with casinos, like, for example, Max, if they were in the game or stuff like that. Like, everyone who'd be into gambling is in there.
Sonic 2?
But then,
Sonic 2? Because, with
Sonic 2, yeah, Sonic as well. If we got Shadow or Tails or something like that, they'll be there as well. Everybody.
Does Wario like gambling? Like, he wants to get money?
Yeah. Anybody who's into gambling, right? Anybody who's into gambling. Everybody's playing. Everybody's, slot machines, blackjack, all of that stuff. And then the lights suddenly go out, and it's like, whoa, what is going on here? What is going on? And then the moment the lights go back on, everybody's money has been stolen. It's like, what? Who stole the money? And then somebody inspects the scene, and then they find a card, and it's just this silly little drawing, and then in Japanese for Japanese trailer, and in English would be Gokuro-san, and it would be like, thank you, as in a sarcastic thank you. And then we see him alongside his trusted buddy, the famous sharpshooter, on his side, leaving and stealing all the money. But they also find out that they stole something else. And that something else is a letter that somebody had. And then the robber is like, you know what? I'll accept this. Time to steal the competition. Lupin the Third steals the battle.
Lupin the
Third. This would be like the shit. And I made it I made the trailer a callback to like the opening of Castle of Cagliostro, which is his most popular movie. So yeah.
And it's funny because if Joker was not in Smash, I would say that would also be a great Joker trailer for Persona 5.
Yeah, but it's hard to go with something else.
No, but Lupin fits so well. Fits really well. That'd be so cool.
That would never happen, but And speaking of things that are never gonna happen, but I'll leave it for later. If you guys have a trailer, say it right now.
Klaus, you have one?
No, I don't really. I haven't thought of anything yet.
I'm gonna try to make this for this character. Let me see if I can. You see, a Smash fight. It's kind of like the Minecraft trailer. One of the trailers you suggested, Rhino.
Yes.
And it's the opposite. Let's say it's let me think of a character. You know what? I'm gonna pick Ness.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Ness. He's fighting, and then something goes wrong, and either K. Rool or Banjo, one of them, meteor spikes him, and he falls down to the stage.
Whoa! Oh, I think I know where this is going.
And then Ness gets up. He's a bit confused. He looks around, sees a bed of flowers.
Of
golden flowers.
Oh my god.
No.
And then you hear doom ding doom ding doom dun 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 dun, and then a little
friendliness pellets.
A little flower appears, and he says to Ness, "Hi, I'm Flowey, Flowey the flower." But before the flower can say anything, a knife appears, and Flowey dodges and starts laughing maniacally. Ness looks in front of him, a bit scared, and then you just hear a little shiny appearing on one of the eyes. That person comes out of the shadows, extends their hand, and nods. to Ness, and Frisk is determined. And then it's just Undertale footage. It's just Frisk joins the battle, and it's them alongside Ness and Lucas in some of the gameplay. And then you see the gameplay, you see the Undertale stage, the Papyrus, Undyne, Toriel, everyone camming, Sans, everyone camming in the background in glorious 3D. And then at the end,
you realize how much Toby Fox would freak the fuck out that like his original character is alongside one of his favorite characters.
I mean,
I presume
he kind of has that with Sans and Mikosio, but he would be like the bigger step even. And at the end we see just Frisk. We see Toriel in 3D, like giving a butterscotch pie to Frisk, Lucas, and maybe Kirby, like some Smash characters there. And then at the end we see Ness eating the cake, and Sans just sits next to him, like, hey. And that's how and that's how the trailer ends.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
That's amazing.
There you go. I got my Undertale trailer. And yes, I do prefer Sans over Frisk, but the idea of the trailer just fits Frisk so well, in my opinion. It could be Sans as well, but I think it just fits Frisk much better.
Yes. Also, Frisk is the protagonist. So.
Yeah.
Alright. I have this trailer, and it's like, if you think Lupin is the ultimate, this is like
it's the ultimate.
whole.
It's the
yeah,
ultimate,
this is like the holy shit. This is never gonna happen in a million years. But holy fucking shit, if this happened, America would be confused. Japan would be happy.
And I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name. So this doesn't start as a Smash trailer. I mean, we don't know it's a Smash trailer. It starts off. It's like at the end of the race. Like we have one more thing to show you, or they don't even say anything. They just cut to black and they show it, and then we see a Japanese town, a local Japanese town, like some people playing and all that stuff, going to
Sonic
work
the
and stuff
Hedgehog.
like that. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Thank you, Sonic, for saving the Nintendoverse.
You know, despite everything, I still love this cutscene because it's so funny. Like Sonic just appears randomly and he completely almost one shots the boss, 2 shots the boss. Anyway, continue.
You don't need to say things. Yeah. And I died like once to this boss, by the way, because I had to memorize the attacks again. But continue on. It's like we see a Japanese style, we see children playing all this stuff. It's a hot summer day. It's we see this little kid in yellow shirts. Like a lot of people don't know him, but the people who don't know him, they do know him. And also the trailer will be presented in 2D, just like how the series normally is. And then we see this boy is like, he's very tired, very, very sleepy, all that stuff. Is like, and he's like, Doraemon! He screams the names like, and then Doraemon's like, sorry, and then he's trying, like, Nobita's trying to find Doraemon's like, where is he? He's not in his usual desk, he's not in the portal, he's not with any of his friends, nobody, he's not anywhere. But then he finds out a letter that he left behind, and he says, Dear Nobita, sorry I had to leave you this time, but unfortunately I had some business to attend to. I didn't go into the future, I just went into a different dimension. They invited me to this tournament that I believe it's about smashing each other up. Well, I had a multitude of gadgets, so I thought I'd take up the idea. And then Nobita, and then the little like TV device is left behind to where Nobita can watch the tournament, and then it says that Doraemon has joined Smash Brothers. For people who don't know who Doraemon is, he's one of the most popular anime in Japan, and me and Spring know him pretty well because he also got pretty popular in Portugal and Spain and some other countries in the world.
He's
like
pretty much,
I think India.
He was like pretty much the Mickey Mouse equivalent of for a good while in Japan, like in the 70s at least. Like he was the Mickey Mouse equivalent, so much so that, for example, something as simple as Monokuma, the original VA, because sadly she also passed away, but the original Monokuma VA was Doraemon. And the idea was really to be shocking, because imagine you're playing a killing game and you hear the official Mickey Mouse voice coming out. That was the idea they were going for with Danganronpa, with Monokuma being voiced by Doraemon. That's how big Doraemon is. So, honestly, I would be, like, he's the first anime I've ever saw. Even before Digimon, Doraemon was my #1 anime. So I would freak the fuck out if he joined Smash Brothers. And it's even funnier because, and me and Rhino, we referenced this last time, there was like an online Smash ballot, quote unquote, in Japan called What If There Was a Smash Brothers 2? and
Yes.
Japanese players could vote for their characters, like say a character they vote. There were a lot of interesting picks. For example, Gina was there, James Bond was there, Bowser,
Goomba.
Goomba was there. Mr. Saturn, Klaus, Mr. Saturn was there. I think was the #1 Earthbound character. Mr. Saturn.
Wait, like I don't even. Mr. Saturn can't even do anything. Like, what he's been walking
He'll
to
find
his
a way.
opponent, that's it.
No, they'll find a way.
They'll find a way. But
Alright, boing.
and Doraemon was one of them. I guess because it's just it didn't say specifically which type of character you could vote for, but they voted for Doraemon. Some Japanese players voted for Doraemon. And so much so, like in the Olympic, in the teaser for the Olympic Games in 2016 for Japan, like in 2016.
For 2020, yes.
No.
It was in 2016, the teaser, but it was
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
2020 Olympic
That's
Games.
what I was gonna say. The Olympic Games were in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. The celebrations ended with a little teaser, and a lot of characters popped up, and we saw Doraemon and Mario interacting a little bit.
And neither were at the actual Olympics because Nintendo backed the fuck up.
Because COVID and stuff and controversy because the games did and ended up happening, and let's say health concerns were not met. So
Yes.
yeah, but yeah, Doraemon for Smash would be kind of interesting.
Like, a lot of people would not know about him. I know a lot of Americans would bitch, but then everybody it's like the Woody Woodpecker situation. You don't fuck with people who love Doraemon. You don't fuck with them.
It's like everyone in Southeast Asia would love him. In Europe, at least the Iberian Peninsula would be cheering for him. I think even Brazil and Argentina would also be like, yeah, Doraemon!
I think India would love it. And
Yeah, India
maybe
too.
the Philippines?
Philippines,
maybe?
I think, yeah, Philippines too as well. So, yeah, like, it's really interesting how in the English-speaking countries, because I don't think Doraemon was a thing in the UK either, so it's so interesting. Yeah, Doraemon didn't catch on in the English-speaking countries. But yeah, Doraemon for Smash.
Doraemon for Smash. It'll never happen. But I think it kind of goes to show that we have so many characters now that we're actually not seriously, but we're thinking more and more about characters who are not for video games during the battle because we gotta raise the stakes, I guess.
I do hope they don't cross that border though, personally speaking.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those when the Pandora, like, even though I would think it would be cool when that Pandora's box is open, that's it. That like speculation would just go too wild, and I'm one of those people that is fine with people like there are no rules just to go pick any video game character, but at least there's a limit there, With Pandora's box, anybody could join in, and everybody would be very annoying about it. So, might as well we don't open that box.
Yeah, I think third parties and first parties are more than enough.
Yes, it's a celebration of gaming.
You're
But
gonna
if
say
it
Klaus,
becomes a
right?
celebration of media, ooh.
No, I was gonna say, no, if you start letting characters from other medias come in, we're gonna have people begging for Peter Griffin and
Homer Simpson.
and
Rick and Morty. Okay, I'd be okay with Hank Hill actually. Hank Hill.
Yeah,
There you go.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I'm here to
because-
sell
because-
propane accessories, and
accessories.
join Smash Brothers.
It's Texas anime. That's why.
You know what? The Japan fandom would be hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Dub
multiple
versus
discussions
sub.
where you should watch it in dubbed. It's like the anime for us.
Yeah. Also,
Uh,
that song we hear in the beginning. Now here's what it means.
it's Latin. How we travel the breadth of the land, reducing all he touched to rubble.
I wonder who is this person they're referring to.
I've heard lyrics of the person. I never actually really read these lyrics well, so I never really thought much about this, to be honest.
It's about Sakurai himself.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he turned everything to rubble?
Well, you could say he turned everything to rubble, so he could turn the rubble into Smash. He had to start fresh.
Maybe.
Now that person stands at my side. There
Look
we go.
at everybody.
The reason why this game has 300 endings. It all depends on who's here at
Yeah.
the end.
Some of them were once heroes. Some my mortal enemies.
Like
Wow.
Bowser and Wario.
And Snake's ass.
Yeah.
And as we face each other in battle, locked in combats, we shine ever brighter. Ah.
You know what? I'm gonna say the one seeing is Mario. He's talking about Kirby, and now it's both him and Kirby. Because they're the ones who start this whole shebang, the story. They are the first match. Now they look behind them. They are standing on top of this cliff, and they see the ones who are joining them. Like I said, like some of my most trusted friends, enemies even, like Bowser and Wario. But they all stand together now after this whole match, after the plans with the Subspace, the explosions, Taboo, Master Hand, going for the Great Maze again. They all stand together, proudly of their accomplishment. They saved the world from something very taboo.
Friendship.
And then a couple of years pass, a new character join in, and then they are all killed by Galeem, the angel, except Kirby. Because remember, the very first World of Light cutscene is on this, or at least it's on a cliff very similar to this one in Brawl.
Yes. But that was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know, since we're getting close to the end, I mean, final thoughts on this game, this wonderful game.
Well, I have very fond memories playing it with my friends and my brother back in the day. And even though I will always prefer, and the Melee will always be number one in my heart, I feel like Brawl is where I really started to love Super Smash Brothers, and it just made me want to keep in touch with the series, all the future entries. And it introduced me to a lot of really cool characters, and like I didn't know who Snake was until I played Brawl. And yeah, I miss the Subspace Emissary. I hope they do something like that again in the future because it's really unique and really fun. But I guess we'll see what the future holds. You know.
Yes. How about you, Spring?
For me, it's kind of like what I said in the beginning. I think Smash Brothers Brawl represents Nintendo's Hall of Fame, at least during this time period. It really felt like you want to know what Nintendo is, play Smash Brothers Brawl. Like it felt like such a work of passion, of effort, to make like, oh, this is a game that keeps on giving. The roster is great. Again, it looks tiny now because Smash 4 and especially Smash Ultimate spoiled us with their rosters. The stage selection, the same idea. But the amount of stuff you can do in this game, just regular Smash Brothers, is fun. Definitely, again, it feels a bit awkward going back. Because, you know, Smash 4 and Ultimate, and if you really played Melee, it's really awkward to play this game now.
Yeah.
But the amount of variety, the single-player content especially, that's where this game truly shines. That's the reason why this game is on my number 2. I think Ultimate, the roster. I think it's really the roster and the amount of stages and stuff you can do with Ultimate that put it above Brawl. But Brawl is still a champion single-player content. Subspace Emissary was a great mode. Not the best mode in the world, but more than functional, more than fun, with a lot of things to look forward to when you're playing it for the first time. Brawl made me a Nintendo fan. This is a very important game for me in that aspect. Thanks to this game, I got introduced to a lot of franchises. I got that whole story arc with Fire Emblem, and Three Houses solidified itself as one of my favorite games of all time. Kirby, Return to Dreamland, Pokemon, Heart Gold, even something as simple as discovering The Legend of Zelda and falling in love with the characters and the story of Majora's Mask, for example. Seeing the tales of Metroid and seeing how just badass Samus really is, or how Captain Falcon is. Or at least, you know, really appreciating all of Nintendo's catalog at the time. And thanks to that, I discovered Smash Bros. Speculation with its ups and downs all around, very dumb moments that at the time I also partook in those moments. But then seeing all the character announcements, seeing characters that people were requesting for years, Cloud, K. Rool, Ridley, Sora, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Little Mac, so many characters that people wanted. And then other characters that surprised me in the good way, like Terry, Sephiroth, Banjo-Kazooie, like, just thanks to Brawl, I got to experience all of that. And thanks to Brawl, I also got to meet some of my best friends for life, and that includes you two assholes. I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you too.
Thank you, asshole.
No problem, asshole. So, yeah, no, Smash Bros. Is a very important franchise to me. It's my favorite video game franchise, and it all started with Brawl. And it's a game I'll treasure forever. I may not play it all the time. If I want some Smash Bros. Action, I'll probably play Ultimate first. It's the most accessible one. But if I know if I want to play Brawl again, I would still have a smile on my face, especially if I was playing Subspace Emissary. That's all I have to say.
Yes. For me, like I've said in like previous commentaries, my journey with Smash Bros. Started more with Smash 4, when that was announced formally in at E3 2013. But then I would play Smash 64, I would play Melee, I would play Brawl, and I remember that Brawl was the most interesting one to me. Like I have a soft spot for Smash 64, and Melee is Melee, but Brawl, I always enjoyed Brawl. I always found it was a fun game. And I always enjoyed its roster, even if it's small by today's standards. Like it's a very cool roster. Looking back, it has a lot of cool characters. Maybe there are a few more characters you could add, but besides those, it's a nice selection of characters. And Brawl, especially when I finally got a physical copy and I played for it 100% and all that stuff, I had a lot of fun. And now doing these commentaries, it was nice revisiting the game, seeing that I had actually put over 200 hours into the game. That's funny.
Yee.
That still doesn't compare to Smash Wii U. But how much I put, how much time I put into Brawl, how much fun I have with Brawl, and while it is slow to go back and I had to get used to it, it's a game that I can pick up and have fun. It's not the Smash game I would go back to now. I mean, Ultimate has solidified that position, but Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a game that I am happy I played. I am happy it exists. I am happy it's such a great time, and it might be my favorite Smash game. It kind of competes with Ultimate, but in terms of content, like Brawl beats it. Uh, and now with these commentaries, I've done 64, I've done Melee, and now Brawl was the big one. So much so that it's in 3 parts, and I hope I covered as much as I could with Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So I don't know when. I'll just say this right now for anybody who might be wondering. I don't know when I'll do the Smash 4 commentary. Don't expect that anytime soon. I'm not even sure if I'll make one next year, but who knows? Maybe things could change. But don't expect it anytime soon. For now, all I have to say is that this really was the brawl to end them all. Have a good night, everybody.
What a smashing good time. Take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Like, see you guys next time. Later.
Bye.
Adios.